I'll join the camera squad.
I did it. Okay. I don't know why it would. Okay, whatever. Hey, sorry. Don't mind me having technical difficulties tonight. Anyway, welcome to session 14. The plot thickens. We're missing quite a few people tonight. I don't know where they're at. They haven't messaged us back. Senior difficulties. Have you messaged Younger by chance? Like IRL message?
I have not messaged the younger. I will message the younger.
If you would be so kind. I don't have Zesty's actual number, so I can only bug him via Discord, and he doesn't seem to be online currently. So, hopefully he comes back, because his character is super, super fun. Not that the rest of you guys aren't, but I had a really good time with his last time. Let's see here. Let me close this window and turn on a light. Or turn on some light, something. I am a ghost in the darkness. There we go. One light, two light. So, with that, scrub my eyes a second here. Can we get a recap of last session for the people that are just joining us?
So what did we started the tournament. The tournament ended.
Mm-hmm.
The people that were here before, none of which are here now.
Well, two of you are.
What's up?
Two of you are. Profi's here.
So the party that played in the tournament, they signed a contract with the princess, and then myself and Lord Barry over there were working with the princess, and we were traveling somewhere that I can't remember, but we were attacked by a rock.
Okay. Now, just for our new edition for tonight, what was the name of the princess? Because he's been waiting for months to figure out this name.
Oh, Barry, do you remember? It began with an M.
Moxie.
Aha!
Moxie.
Good memory.
Yeah.
Yes, Princess Moxie was the surprise princess. I don't remember which one of the four of you called it, but one of you called it. Other motivations for people in the group and such. Zesty is playing a GIF hippo, the hippo people from some of the new classes, and he is Princess's personal bodyguard, kind of like Mock's original character was for me, or your original, or Younger's character was for your original character. There, technical difficulties. Badger.
Yes.
So. With that being said, we left up on the rock goofing us up. After the rock is soundly defeated, the princess's caravan, which was the other two carts, comes back to check on us. And they see that our cart is utterly destroyed. And so she assigns her new favorite bodyguard and the handy-dandy hippo and one of the two black leather twins to reconstruct it before moving on. So that is what they are doing. They are working on the cart a day or two behind us, so they will catch up eventually. If they show up, they're running ahead. If they don't show up, then they're just building the cart. So that's where they are this
Before
session.
we move on, can I loot the rock? I just want to take like a feather or something.
Sure, of course, yes, you can have a rock feather. They're huge and heavy and ridiculous, but you could fit it in a bag.
All right, got one.
After he's done, can I create bonfire under it to burn the remains?
Sure. You do so.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, okay. I mean, you're catching a giant corpse on fire, so it smells terrible. But it does burn
Are you just
eventually.
trying to keep it from the corpse creep?
Well, that wasn't the intention, but hey.
That's a very solid choice, because he was 100% going to ask about that later, so good job.
Yeah.
Oh. So, with the loss of 3 of your members currently, sorry, let me finish chewing over here. Apparently I was a little thicker than I thought it was going to be. The most of you, the majority of you, whatever, get into the cart and move along. You're not in the carts per se. You're kind of just riding on the outside because the princess is already in one, and it's full of her junk. And there's one whole cart is just princess junk. One cart is for the princess herself, and since none of us are royalty, none of us get to ride with her. Now we do have nobility, but it would be inappropriate for you to ride with her. Again, that's why you were in the other cart originally. There, Gold Thistle. Unfortunately for you, your cart's donezo, so you gotta hoof it on the roof like the rest of us.
It served its purpose.
It did its job, dang it. So, now if we look at our handy dandy map, we are heading up to Ashmoon, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And how long have we made it? That was like day 3 of a 2-week travel.
Yeah, not very far.
Yeah, it wasn't very far.
For the 4 of you that are here, let's get our argument down and all that fun stuff while I pour out 4 billion die. So what color of argument die would you like? The first one here was you. So go ahead and give me a color, friendo.
I'll stick with blue.
Blue it is. All right. Badger, you were next. What color would you like?
Are you
Talking to you?
okay? You cut out there for a second on mine, so I didn't know who you actually referred to. Sorry.
Badger.
Okay. I would like. Do you have orange?
I do have orange. You can have orange. All right. Senor Lawrence.
What's available?
Red, green, black, and yellow.
Green.
Okay. And I will take black this session, which will leave yellow and red for the other 2 Yahoos if they actually show up tonight. I've put all my unusable dice away for the most part, so I can now do the rolls and things. So, just to recap for those of you that might be watching for the first time ever, I give our players here the ability to argue with the DM as a mechanic. Take these handy dandy dice that are basically rock, paper, scissors. If they have something that they don't like or would like to change or something along those lines, or I made a call and they disagree with my new call, whatever, we roll the dice, and if I win, I win. If we tie, I win. And if they win, they win. And we change things and move along. It helps avoid nitpicking and arguing and rules lawyering for the most part. Let's see. Eat this off to the side because I got to fix that later. Rabble. For those of you that didn't know, we spent 20 minutes trying to fix a mic earlier today, and yeah, I'm only partially salty. So, with that being said, you guys did all level up your characters, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. 'Cause you know who didn't.
Brophy.
The disadvantage of running multiple campaigns. Sometimes things fall through the cracks. So, I will introduce your characters really quick, and you guys can have a little bit of roleplay while I'm fixing my character. How's that sound? So, I'll fix it in a minute. You guys are riding on top of the roof. The roof. It's not on fire, which is important for later context. As you guys are traveling along, you see one of the black Linden twins, the one that doesn't speak very much, kind of get hit. If you guys remember, you guys were calling him Hector. So Hector kind of twitches in his head a little bit and requests that the cart stop for about 10 minutes. That's why I said one of our other party members are heading up to greet us, and since you've depleted the majority of my team, I would prefer to at least have one friend that I know here. Begrudgingly, the queen and her guards agree, and not too much later, a monstrosity wheels its way on, I shouldn't say wheels, as in walks quickly, wheels, not as in that has wheels, its way over to you guys. And it is this humongous metallic man-thing monster. The Black Linen Twin doesn't attack it immediately, so you assume this is the thing that they have been waiting for. Apparently, he was actually coming from the north because he was part of the scouting group that's with the Drake that has been flying ahead of you scouting and, shows up at night every once in a while. Um, Here he is, the one, the only. Take it away. Explain your character to the new people really quick.
So for the new people, I'm fodder. I'm not terrifying, but I try to be in combat. Actually, I am terrifying,
You are
but I try
literally
not to be.
terrifying. What are you talking about? That's
Yeah,
your character
that's the way
trait.
around. I am terrifying, but I try not to be out of combat. My goal in life is to create a horde and become the end of a dungeon. Essentially, I want to be the person that people seek out to try and steal from. That is my goal. That is my life goal. I have gotten one step closer to this by acquiring a ballista that is parked somewhere in town currently.
It is not. It is actually traveling with us somewhere far behind to be used and plot purposes as necessary. I think actually we're saying for now that the dragon is flying what remains of it around because you definitely didn't get to salvage the whole thing.
Okay.
It was too inconvenient to be carrying around. But now there's a dragon with a ballista running around. I don't know if that's better or worse.
But I have decided to protect Profi while I go upon this quest. Because Profi saved me from a very evil person who created me. And I did not want to be this way, but I am this way, so I'm going to make the best of it.
Or the worst, if he keeps listening to Profi. Because Profi doesn't do nice things. Intentionally.
Yeah. Also, my cloak does cool things like this, and I turn it into a regular cloak that wraps me up and hides all of the gooey bits.
Now, to be clear, he was explaining that in out of character, not in character, because he wouldn't mention Profi. He would know better than that.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Can I, now that we get to know the Frankenstein monster, can I sing the same welcome song I sang for Fulgash?
Of course. Dumb question. We are level 10s, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to assume that's a performance. How's a 30 sound?
Woohoo! You are singing master. It's great.
Aha.
Beautiful song.
Cool.
Does this song do anything in particular, or?
It's just a fun, entertaining thing. If you want to sing it IRL to waste some time, feel free.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay. Last time he actually serenaded us. It was great.
Yeah, that's a one-time thing. You missed it, so.
Unfortunate.
So, are you like you speak, right? Like you're not like you actually talk out loud.
Oh, yes. So in character, I would have basically just introduced myself as, hi, I'm Fodder. The name comes from my original task, which was, to soak up hits on the battlefield because I was a failure at resurrecting a soldier. But now I can do that for my own will.
Wow, he's very animated.
Yes.
Oh, should we? Okay, I'll introduce. All right, so Rhett pulls out the lute and he sings the welcome song and introduces himself and Lord Barry to the new monstrosity.
I enjoy the singing man. He does what he wants.
So I'm Rhett Stonybrook, and this is Lord Barry. You're human, right? I don't remember. You can talk for yourself.
Samar. Sure. Hey, Samar.
Yeah.
He extends a welcome to him. He says, "Hello there. I'm Lord Barrymore Gold Thistle, and I'm to assume you are accompanying us."
Oh, you cut out there at the end of your name.
Oh, Lord Barrymore Gold Thistle. I'm to assume that you are accompanying us.
Ah, yes. I assume I am accompanying you as well.
Yes.
Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? I look around for a superior and then realize that I don't have a superior anymore necessarily, and I'm like,
yes.
Oh, yes, I think that's what I'm doing.
Yes, he's with us. Don't mind him. He's new to being a person.
Can you fit on the wagon, or are you too big?
I can actually probably move alongside the wagon as long as it's not going double speed.
Sweet. Well, you got wheels, right? So.
I do not have wheels. I do have pushy awkward legs, but I do have a speed of 40.
I need an artist rendition of this thing. I have to know what this thing is like.
I have one saved that I can send to our Discord chat, but I do not own the rights to the picture. I just pulled it offline, so I don't think we can show it on stream.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll look at it later. Because I'm just picturing Frankenstein.
Hey, my armor class is up to 16, guys. I might be able to stop a hit now.
Wow.
Nice. Barry asks Fodder if he's in pain.
I am actually not in pain anymore. I am very much not in pain. I think this is just me now. Mentally, I'm in pain.
It's okay. It's okay. Existence is pain.
Ridiculous. Yup, ridiculous.
Okay.
You're mortal. I assume you're mortal. Do you worry of your soul?
Not often. Not often.
I just saw the picture you sent. That is a terrifying thing. I would run the other way.
Most people do. Out of character, you should know I have the menacing feat, double proficiency in intimidation, and a great axe of fright.
Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. This picture.
Yes.
Oh. We're kind of a mismatched bunch here, but hey.
So yeah, I was gonna say for a while there, we were as a group was just kind of heading into we're just the most terrifying group of good adventurers that could go. Also, I don't think any of us were technically good at the start. I think we're at best we're neutral, and we have one good character with us, and he died terribly.
That's so good.
I'm good. I think I'm neutral good.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm lawful good. Oh,
we have more good people now. Before the leader of the goodness was Profi, and that's never a good choice. Only because he's chaotic good. Everyone else was like neutral.
Yeah. I have my alignment written as true neutral, but I'm kind of still discerning my alignment. I definitely leaned good for a little bit during an argument about war crimes, but I definitely am still discerning my alignment as being new to having free will again.
Okay, now that you guys have introduced yourselves and kind of told some stories, and we've been traveling for a little bit, I'm going to do some rolls because I had to find a feat. I picked the Piercer feat, so I got a plus to my dex. I can now re-roll any attack, but I have to take a secondary roll for the damage part. And then my crits deal extra die, so, you know.
Solid choice.
Solid choice.
Nice.
Wow! Woo! Let's see what happens. You guys don't make it very far. Your new friend shows up and he brings trouble with him, maybe. Nope, it's fine.
All right.
As you guys are traveling along the roads, you overtake a small caravan of dwarves heading to what you assume to be the nearest town. Which, if I was smart, would have pulled up the map already. But alas, I am but a fool. So now I have to do it the slow way. Slow way. Take it easy. Alright, where are you? It is here in the maps. And it is Jack 2.0. Yeah, there we go. So, for those of you watching on stream here, we're going to zoom in here. So we were in Killstone. We are heading to Arrow. Areo, because we're going up north all the way up to Ashmoon here, and Arrow is like the most direct route. You can ignore this little point here, as it does not technically exist at this point, or anymore. It was a thing, but not now. Or is it? Anyway, you guys don't make it very far, but they are heading to Arrow as well. They are traveling group of dwarves. They look to have mining equipment and the basic necessities for traveling through the wastelands. They have their own regiment of fighters that are protecting them because they are merchants and or miners. Do you guys interact with them all, or kind of just move it along?
Can I play them the welcome song?
You can play them a song if you would like.
Okay, I'll play them the welcome song, but I just lost my D20, so I gotta do it on the app.
Where did your D20 go?
It just rolled under my table.
Gone forever. I'm so sorry.
So 17 plus 21.
Will you play them a fancy ditty? The welcome song goes over well. They seem to be very friendly towards y'all. Does anyone else interact with the dwarves? Again, you don't have to. This is just random encounter.
I definitely do my best to stay out of sight.
Nearly impossible, giant robot disgusting man on top of the carts.
Oh, I'll cast prestidigitation and cover him in a cloud so that he can't be seen.
That would
be a very big cloud, but okay.
I have the cloak of many fashions. That's usually how I cover myself.
I do too.
I approach the caravan guards.
They are riding along with the caravan, and again, you are standing on top of our cart because we're moving along at an okay pace.
Oh, okay.
But they address you as you wave at them. What do you say?
Hello. I'd like to parlay.
Parlay? What do you got of ours that you're trying to give back?
Sorry, I cut out for a second. What?
They go, parlay? What do you got of ours that you're trying to give back?
Rolled for information.
Oh, you just want to trade? Okay. What you trying to get? They're speaking very loud because you were on horseback, yelling at each other across the way.
Yeah. Have you seen any royal caravans?
Yes, but in the last town in Killstone, there was one. There was a tournament being hosted there. Also, you look to be on top of one.
Fair enough. I try and toss him a gold coin as best as possible.
You do so. Make a ranged attack.
Oh, let's see. What's my ranged attack?
Dex bonus plus D20.
Right on. Okay. Natural 1.
You take a coin and you zing it. It was not meant to be a soft throw. You were being polite, but you just took a baseball to someone about 3 feet away and beamed him off his horse. He's going to make a dex saving throw to make sure he doesn't get crushed under his cart.
Oh,
he succeeds. So you beat him in the face with the gold. He pulls what's left of his eye out of his socket and shoves it kind of back in there with the gold piece. And just like, what the fuck? Oh God. Oh, everyone in the caravan is a little bit uneasy, and no one's going to talk to you anymore, gold throwing maniac.
Oh my God.
So
I thought it was a good throw.
it was a beautiful throw. You just too hard. He was too close. Right in the eye.
Yeah. They're just withdrawals and in shame and yeah.
I'll cast dancing lights and be like, it's all a show.
You do so, not to the appreciation of anyone watching. Even the princess over there, like, what are you guys doing to the peasants?
Oh.
All right, we should probably move on.
You do so relatively quickly. Even the guards in the other thing are like, hey, let's. Okay, moving on. Let's see if you guys make it to the end of the week before a third encounter.
Or an assassination by dwarves.
Holy fuck.
Oh. Yeah.
No! So as you guys are riding away, that friendly party becomes very violent because you attack one of their guardsmen. They are chasing up on the royal caravan with a hustle. Now, mind you, these aren't the merchants. These are just the bodyguards that are just watched their friend lose an eyeball, including the guy that lost an eyeball kind of in the back, still trying to just kind of like keep it in place. What do you guys do? This doesn't have to be a combat encounter, but it could be if you goof this up anymore.
I can scare them away.
For context, excuse me, let me minimize this for later. For context, as you guys are driving away, this is about an hour or two later. So you've been gone for a while. It isn't instantaneous, so these dwarves have had some time to talk and be like, should we get their ass? Was that an attack? Ain't no one getting my boy. And they rode off to go get your ass. It's the Wildlands. There's no rules. And attack a royal caravan. What's the worst that's going to happen? They kill you?
Here's an idea, and I don't know if this is gonna work. We're in one wagon or two.
Two. There's the front caravan that has all the stuff, and then the second caravan that has the princess and you guys.
So say
I'm gonna dismount. Like I'm gonna get off the top of the caravan in case we, have to fight.
You do so. You do realize doing so will slow you down considerably.
Can I? All right. Here's what I'm thinking, and I'm talking to my people.
Mm-hmm.
I could make our wagon invisible, but we would sacrifice the treasure wagon.
No.
Okay.
A solid no. I
Metrically opposed to this.
All right. Another idea is that I could turn one of these dwarves into a creature and just have them freak out.
This sounds fun.
Okay, so can I cast polymorph on the lead dwarf?
You can. Well, you might be able to roll an attack roll or spellcasting, yada yada. Or do they have to make a save?
Okay, so let's see. You have to make a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
Okay. And how far is the range on that?
60 feet.
So they gotta get pretty close. So as they're running up to give you the business, you go, nah, fam. Whoop.
I don't. So I have to turn. I think it has to be the same so it has to be a creature of the same challenge rating. I don't know what the challenge rating of the dwarf is.
You should be able to go higher than that.
So it says, new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target, or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating.
Ah, well. Interesting. It's been a long time since I've used that rule. But let me look at my dwarf stats really quick.
Wait, so you could turn me into a CR10?
Yeah.
Keyword beast, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Next level, he could turn you into the biggest thing he could possibly turn you into. This level, the best thing you're getting is a T-Rex.
That's still
That's
good,
still pretty cool, yeah.
So...
Oh, you keep your intimidation
so
stuff
it'd be
too.
a CR1 beast.
You said a CR1?
Correct.
Oh. Let's see.
Hey,
Or C-
you follow. Thanks, Rez. Appreciate you.
Pardon me while I figure out what a CR1 beast would be. Oh, a brown bear.
You?
We'll do brown bear.
Oh man, Younger was here. He'd be having a ball. There's bears.
Just
So-
so you know, two-headed crocodile is also a CR1 beast.
But I feel like a bear, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me.
Horseback, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he is on a horse.
Bear appears on horse.
So you do so. Let's see. Let's see how it rolls. What's your CR save?
What's that?
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save is 16.
He rolled an 8, even with pluses. Fails terrible and is now a bear. So you see him and transform into a bear. Claws and everything. His horse, not appreciative. As its knees buckle, you see it just snap because it just added an extra 200 pounds of bear. Not happy horse, just face plants as he starts going and rumbling, and all the other dwarves start freaking out. Oh God, they've turned him into a bear! Ah! Now, side question: do you have to be in the range of the person for the polymorph to uphold, or is it just for a certain amount of time?
Let me see. The transformation lasts for the duration, and the duration is an hour.
Okay, so he's a bear for now. He's bearing it up. If you'll bear with me, the havoc being caused is being rolled. You cause high amounts of chaos. Yeah, so the party is no longer concerned with the random caravan. They are concerned about the fact that someone just randomly turned into the bear in the group. And they are trying to wrangle the very scared bear. Winnie the Pooh is not happy. You guys are able to slip away, at least for now. This may come back later.
I sit on the back of the caravan and just play the lute as I watch the chaos.
Were you singing Winnie the Pooh? Winnie the
I get back on the caravan before it gets away.
That's probably a smart choice. You had to sprint and dodge, but you eventually make it climb up, all that fun stuff. Okay, so you guys make it a considerable amount of time finally with your stuff, but something still happens in this first week. This first week is full of stuff. So, as you are traveling, sorry, brain just went dead for a second there. As you are traveling, you encounter something, and it's not friendly.
Is it a bear?
It's probably more than a bear.
It's a South Pole elf.
It's a polar bear. No. You guys are level 10. So there's 4 of us here tonight, which means I can throw one of these at you without feeling terrible. You hear swooshing and swashing. And more swooshing. Not rock swooshes, though. This is more silent. So I'm going to need perception checks or passive perceptions from all of you to even see if you hear it, kind of thing. Your boy's passive perception is still 10, so I have no idea. I don't hear nothing.
My passive's 13.
You hear nothing.
Mine's a 15.
You hear something.
Mine's a 15.
You hear something. So, you guys are keyed to the noises that something relatively big is flying in the air above you. You can't see anything yet, but you definitely know that there's something there. The trees are covering its movements, though. Oh man, should I? Well, let's end up on.
Could I cast dancing lights into the sky to see if we see it?
Sure, but again, you're moving, so like the dancing lights won't move fast enough with you. So like
Okay.
if you happen to catch it, sure, but you don't have a target, so you're firing blind up into space, hoping something will, happen.
Okay.
Hey, look.
Could we do any kind of check to see if we can figure out what it is, like nature or something?
Again, at this point, it's just noises, and I'm allowing you to do one thing. So if you want to make a nature check to see if you know, the 2 people that have no idea, you're unprepared. The 2 people that do, you can make some kind of check or something.
All right, I'm gonna lean over to the meat robot and see if he has any ideas.
My only idea is to think about what it might be, so I'm going to roll for a nature check to see what might be in this area, flapping above us silently.
You can do so. Make your rolls.
That is a dirty 20.
Ah, well. As for what could be in this area that is flapping silently, you know that any big creature. You fought a rock earlier. The wildlands are known for like pterodactyls and things like that. What else could it be though that have big enough wings where you guys could hear it flying above you? Let's see.
Dragon?
It could be dragons. Dragons are not unheard of, especially in the wildlands.
Okay. So everything I can think of is bad.
Yes.
I'm going to suggest that we prepare the convoy for a fight. Caravan for a fight.
Okay. That is not up to you, friend. The bard has to say something. You got your reaction to figure out that it's probably not good.
Okay. All right. I'll alert the rest of the caravan. You chuckleheads that don't hear anything.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We gather our weapons and are prepared to jump off if necessary. All right, give me a second. I'm trying to find your character pieces. All right, I found the bard. Now I just need. There's the robot. Where is my boy? Here's Stabby Stabs. All right, and then. Oh, good. Oh, do you remember what character token we used for you last time?
I think you used a red winged mini.
Oh, there he is. Yep. Yeah, yep, there you are. Okay. I have the four of you figured out. Let's see if I can hide this mini from you guys seeing it on the camera. Change the camera angle. Hashtag prepare to witness violence.
The great hashtag.
Okay.
That was go time. I was prepared for go time.
Good. I'm glad you're prepared for go time. All right, so I'm gonna full screen this up because I don't care. I probably should have full screen the whole time. I apologize for you people viewing. Unfortunately, when I have it full screen, I can't see your lovely faces on the thing. But it is what it is. So where was I? You see all my drinks that I have stashed up here?
Yeah.
I've opened one of them. I just want to show off really quick. I probably won't get me in trouble, but we got the hashtag not sponsored Dr. Pepper, hashtag not sponsored Dr. K, and hashtag not sponsored Dr. Thunder. Because we have no brand loyalty in this house.
3 PhDs at one table.
Right?
This is the smartest D&D group I've ever been a part of.
Look, one of us has to be educated, otherwise it's not fun. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna use a book or a thing. Yes, the books are right here. Let's use a book. Hashtag, I wish they would sponsor us, Yarrow Studios Battle Maps.
I have one of those.
They're so effing handy.
They are nice.
And, let's see here. They have a couple field stuffs. I really need to pull out some of the stickers and put stickers on things, but I'm feeling lazy.
I'm still sweating. I don't know what this thing is.
As one should. Seriously.
We already fought one flying thing.
Oh, this is worse. I'm going to tell you this right now. The CR is worse.
To be fair, only
be
one
fair.
person got hit by the rock.
We got lucky. We hit it with a status effect.
Yeah.
As you guys, I'm going to mark this as the other caravan. As you guys get into an open clearing, so you're heading from the road this way, right? I'll put you on the table over here. Make you the right direction. Your cart stops with the princess, right? Your money carts or whatever continues on going. This is your friendly cart that you're traveling with. You all dismount, and as she starts to take off to catch up with the other cart, the whooshes get real loud. And landing next to the princess's cart is a young red dragon. It smashes down next to all y'all. Y'all.
Oh. Okay.
Roll your
Oof.
initiatives and pray.
Okay.
Also, who's
D20 don't
recording
fail me
initiatives
now.
this week?
14.
Okay.
22.
Nice.
Also 14.
Your boy, the super twin, is going on 3 plus 6, 19 total. And the dragon. Oh, of course it rolled a 19. The dragon is going on 20 something. No, it's going on 19 too. I go first because I'm a person. Anyone else?
The sorcerer and the bard both 14, right? Then Profi 19, dragon 19, and fodder 22.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
So Profi gonna do his best. I'm gonna use one of my psychic die. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna yeet it at the dragon. I don't necessarily have to hit it, but I'm going to try. Because if I do, I can do some fun things. So this is a bonus action. I'm yeeting it at the dragon. If I hit, it won't do damage because I'm just seeing if I can throw it far enough.
Did we properly rest during our...
Yes, you should be fully healed,
Oh.
leveled up, all that fun stuff.
Yay.
Okay, good.
Get my spell slots back.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I can throw this a whopping 8. I maxed it out. Okay, so, wait, sorry. So 8 total. No, 8 times. So I can throw this thing 80 feet away, which is really good, because the dragon's here-ish. So I'm gonna throw it right at the dragon, and you see, as a bonus action, the yeet occur, and I am now on top of the dragon because Profi has not learned his lesson about riding monsters.
Where's the mummy so he can shove his face in the dirt again?
Just.
Oh yeah, that was so helpful.
It really was. Okay, so that's my bonus action, and the die again. That doesn't cause any damage. It just lets me teleport and burns up one of my psionic die. But you guys have never seen me do that before. That's new and fancy.
That's pretty cool. I clap.
Do you have time to clap, or are you pooping your pants because of the dragon? It doesn't have a fear effect because it's only a young.
Okay,
Alright.
that's good to know.
I'm on top of it. It hasn't made an attack, but I'm not an assassin, so that doesn't help me at all. What I can do... Oh, no, I already used my bonus action to teleport. Never mind. Well, I guess I just stab away. First stab with my regular rapier, extend the pokiness. That's a 19 plus pluses. That'll hit. Damn, I don't have any way to make this sneak... give me sneak attack. That's high tier, unfortunate. Because I can't hide on top of it. And I already used my bonus action to do steady aim. So, yeah. One whopping hit, and then I'm using my psionic blade for secondary follow-up. Which will be an extra d6 if I hit. 2 plus pluses. You know what? I'm gonna use one of my other... I don't know. It's not even worth it. So, didn't critically fail, but missed terribly. Attack hit for 1. It's a D8 plus pluses. D8 plus 4. Alright, here we go. 4 plus 4. I do a whopping 8 points of damage!
Whoa!
Hey, look, it looked cool. That's all that matters.
Style points.
Exactly.
Flavor.
That's all I can do this time, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not moving off the thing. I'm hanging on for dear life. Okay, it's now the dragon's turn, and it has a thing on it.
Did we skip the robot?
Yeah, Fodder had a
Yeah,
22, right?
the robot got a 22.
Oh, I am so sorry. I thought. Why did no one stop me?
You were being cool.
I was
You were
being
doing
all
cool
right,
stuff.
robot, do things.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is, who is right next to me? Who is the red person?
With Lawrence.
Okay, congratulations. You are touched and given a D3 to add to any D20 roll for 10 minutes.
Don't you have to
And
rage first
then-
before you can do that?
No, that is bolstering magic. That is simply a thing that I can do.
Alright, cool.
And I then charge the dragon.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, this would have actually been important for me. So we're gonna retcon my damage and re-roll it in a second. But do your attacks and stuff.
So my action was to touch him. So bonus action to, I guess, kick. I'm gonna kick the dragon.
Kick the dragon! It's full health currently. Luckily, it doesn't have legendary reactions. You know what? I can actually hide these.
And that is a. Oh wait, no! I'm gonna punch because I have Iron Fist. That's a 19 plus 8.
19 plus 8.
So 27.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay.
Like you were trying or something. Like there's a dragon in front of you. You're probably gonna die if you don't attempt to murder it.
6 damage.
Woohoo! All right.
I just run up, and actually 20 feet of that was a pounce because I used instinct pounce
Okay. Cool beans.
when I enter combat. So 20 feet of that was a jump.
So, bam! Smash. Hulk smashed it for 6 whole points of damage. It looks at you like you wounded me. Surprise. It looks mad. Then I do the teleporting thing, jump over, yada yada. I'm going to roll at a quote-unquote advantage. I did not crit on the first attack. And I will see if the psionic secondary attack... psionic secondary attack criticals.
Nice.
So I will keep the original 8 damage from the stabby stab originally, minus 8. But then activate my sneak attack on the critical, because, why not? So that's 5d6 doubled. So 10d6 for just the sneak attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then a d6 for the psionic blade itself. And because I got Piercer, I get to do extra piercing damage of an extra whatever. Also, it's a critical, which means I get another one. And another one. And another... Look at this. All these d6s. There's the most d6s as possible. Also, there's a story effect, so let's see how good this psionic blade goes. Wow! Alright, let me group some of these. There's definitely some 1s in there, but there is as many 6s as there are 1s, so I'll take that, if not more.
We kill it. One shot the dragon.
I don't
Dragon regrets his choices.
I do not think so, but this is still going to be very good. Alright, so we'll just add that together in another 6. That's 30. Plus 45 points of piercing psionic stabby damage.
Nice.
Right. That's better. Much better.
Let's for story effect, let's see where that hit him. Right in the chest! I don't know. That's how strong the piercing was. It poked out through his chest because it's psionic. Just, back! You see a little blade shoot through the front of his chest and just,
Oh no, you got blood on my chassis.
Yeah, more or less. So, as that occurs, though, you notice that some of his scales have been loosened in his chest area. So if you do a called shot towards the chest, you're more likely to hit.
Ooh, hit him in the chest.
Noted.
Okay. That was a much better originally first round than before, so thank you for telling me that you went first, Fred. That's all I can do. That's as cool as I can be this round.
Now it's a dragon.
Now it's oh no. Okay, so dragon now has 2 targets at least, and they're not both me. So, but I just did a ton of damage. So let's look at the attack modifiers here. Doesn't matter because it takes 3 attacks, 2 with its claws and 1 with its bite. So it's going to try and claw at the thing that just stabbed it in the back, and it's going to bite the monster that leapt on the front because that makes sense, right? We got it surrounded. It's freaking out. Luckily, your boy has evasion at this point. Otherwise, this is probably going to hurt a lot. One of these claws is definitely going to hit. Alright, let me use this red die. Come on, bad dice. Bad dice, Whitey, betray me. That's a 13 plus 10. 23 beats my 16 by a lot. So that's 1 claw. Second claw. 6 plus 10 is my AC, which still hits me, unfortunately. So I take 26 points of slashing damage from two claw attacks. I'm going to make a Constitution save to see if I can stay up on top of the dragon as it claws me. I succeed on that at least. So I'm still riding the dragon. And as my reaction, I'm going to activate my where's it at here? It's the one where it doesn't hurt as bad. Uncanny dodge. There it is. So, of the 13 hit points, I can cut one of them down to 6, so it's 19 damage instead of 23. Does that sound right? Or instead of 26. Yeah. There it goes. 19 damage still hurts though, y'all. And I've lost my pen again. Every time. Anyway, I'm down 19. Who's next?
Was it gonna attack me too, or is it just attacking?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Shh! Why'd you say anything?
24 versus AC.
24 versus AC does hit.
You take 17 points of piercing damage and 3 points of fire.
Wonderful, and I'm not raging, so I cannot reduce.
Woof.
But wait. I must check something.
I'm waiting for no one, but you may do things.
Never mind. That's while I range.
Oh, hey, I forgot to roll my health.
Never mind.
Are rogues really D6s? That's trash. Or the D8s?
I think they're D8s.
Yeah, they're D8s. But give me my D8. I rolled a 1, which means I get a 5. Plus my con of 2, so 7. And it puts me above 90. That's nice.
Wow.
So I'm at 90.
90 HP?
No, 90... 91. Is that 84?
I'm at 63.
How?
Please don't.
78.
I mean, I've had some good rolls, mind you, but I shouldn't be that far ahead of you. 91. We're level 10s. You as a bard roll a d8, right?
Yep, 10d8.
Okay, so at a minimum, because your first one's always maxed, that's 45 plus... sorry, I'm trying to think of the... What's your constitution?
I think my constitution mod is 1.
Okay, so that means your minimum for every single level is 6. So 9 times 6 is 54, plus first level of 9.
62.
So your minimum should at least be 62 at level 10.
And I'm a 63.
Wow. That's rough, I'm sorry.
Yep.
What's your ability score for your con?
12.
Oh, okay.
I'm squishy.
That is one thing Profi has rolled really well on health this entire time, so ain't no complaining for me. Next!
It is Bard.
What's your... My dexterity's 13. Well, because we tied, right? We both had 14.
Yeah, I rolled a 10. I got a +4 on it.
So what's your... Well, in a tie, it's dex... Higher dexterity goes first, right?
It can be, or you guys you're both players, so it doesn't really matter. Whoever wants to go first.
Oh, if you let... I can boost you before you go, if you let me go first.
Support roll going first. Good idea, definitely. So, yeah, you go first.
Okay. So, how far away is the dragon from us, the wagon?
Well, it's 10 feet from the cart. You guys are on the back side of the cart, so it's about 25 from you guys.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. So I pull out my lute, and I do a little strum, and I inspire Lord Barry.
Okay, that's a bonus action.
Barry getting all the buffs.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So I already had inspiration, plus yours is a D8, right?
So the inspiration that you had is the D20 style of inspiration, not the bardic kind.
Right. And then a D3.
My inspiration is now a D10.
Ooh, hey.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
And then I'm going to try this again. Didn't go well last time, but I think it might work this time. I'm going to tell a joke at the dragon and make it laugh.
So Tasha just hit his laughter.
That's it.
What's the save on that?
Okay, so creature of my choice perceives everything as funny. It has to make a wisdom save, or it falls prone.
Okay. This is a technically a large creature. I know I'm using a much bigger model, but it is only large.
If it has an intelligence score of 4 or less, it's not affected.
It's a very smart creature. It's probably smarter than some of us, to be honest.
That's what I figured.
All right. So a whopping 9.
Yeah, that's not gonna pass.
So as you tell it a joke, can you want to tell us a joke really quick on stream? What's your joke that makes this dragon just bust up laughing?
All right. So there's 2 nuns on a wagon. They're riding down a cobblestone road. One nun looks at the other nun and says, "I don't think I've ever come this way." The other nun says, "It's probably the cobblestones."
Sorry, children.
Got him. It wasn't ready. Yeah, the dragon finds that hilarious. Whether it's met nuns before or not, it got the joke and is giggling on the ground prone.
Haha.
I'm not going to knock it over because it's tall.
All right,
But
so
it is prone.
at the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, it can make another wisdom throw.
Okay. And your save is 16, right?
Correct.
Okay. Next.
That'd be me.
All right, buff boy.
What?
I said, all right, buff boy.
Oh, yeah, right on. All right. I'm going to flame strike it, but I'm going to, is there any way I can hit it in the back end without hitting you?
Yeah, of course. Well,
all right,
I take that. No, because it's actually only technically in 1 square. Again, I'm using a bigger model than I'm supposed to because this is a young adult dragon, not a full adult dragon. And it's only technically large.
Aim for its chest.
right. All right, I guess I'll cheese it.
He says, cheese me up, daddy-o.
But it's prone, right?
It is prone, so making a ranged attack against a prone creature is at disadvantage. Also, your friend standing directly on top of it. Also, Flame Strike is, 10 feet wide.
That's what I was saying. I imagine the dragon bigger. That's why I was, trying to figure out. But, yeah, you're on top of it right now. The barbarian's right in front of it. I guess I'll try and cheese it anyway in the chest with a scorching ray, and then I will quicken an eldritch blast.
Okay, so before we do any craziness, you are throwing ranged attacks at a prone creature,
Yes.
which will give you disadvantage. You're also doing a called shot, which will give you disadvantage. So they stack, doesn't matter. Yeah, so you're just rolling a disadvantage for sure. But the AC is probably lower because you're shooting at its chest.
Yes.
All right, roll, and are you rolling them all separate or all together? Are you making 2 rolls or 8?
Let's see. Let me get on the right spell list. Let's see. I think I'll be doing as much as I'll be cheesing as much as I can, seeing as the royalty is in danger right now. I know it's not wise, but I'll use a fit slot. Well, the Moxie's in the carriage, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'll use a fit slot for Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So
That's an extra 3 rays, so you're shooting 6 now?
Yep, 6. So I'll do those first 6 at disadvantage.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. That one's a 3. Let me see what my modifier is, though it might not matter. 3 plus 10, so 13.
13 hits.
16.
Hits.
13.
Hits.
14.
Hits.
22.
Definitely hits.
And 18.
Again, continuing. He's still finding it hilarious that you're hitting him with fire until he realizes it's not fire, it's radiant.
Oh. Well, the Scorching Ray is fire.
Is it fire? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Like, there's no reason. Like, yep.
So
He's just gonna keep throwing fire.
So you pew pew pew, and it's hitting him in the chest, and you see it start to cobble back together.
No!
You hit him every single time, just destroying him with this attack, except for he doesn't seem to take any damage. He seems to feel better from the flames.
Class.
You do? Yeah. Roll it.
13 and 14.
Say that again, sorry.
13 and 14.
Both of those now miss. So you'll notice that you didn't really heal him with your attacks, but it definitely cauterized the wounds that had opened up on his chest from the dagger stab.
Damn.
Should have took transmute spell as a meta magic.
Next.
That's oh man, that doesn't bode well.
Nope.
I believe it is our handy dandy. Oh, also he no longer finds anything funny.
Oh no. That didn't do anything at all.
Except that he's going to be prone on my turn.
Correct. He's just not going to laugh about it.
Right, okay.
Yep. So I'm going to have advantage on all of my attacks.
Without having to go reckless.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Okay, is it my turn now?
I believe you are top of the initiative order, sir.
Beautiful. So, bonus action to Wild Magic Rage.
All right, roll your wild magic. What happens?
A 5.
Oh, God.
Whenever a creature hits you with an attack before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution.
Nice.
Okay. And then first attack with the Great Axe of Psychicness.
Psychicness.
Yes, the Great Axe of Fright.
The fear.
Fear.
Fear. Yeah, I'd say it's still psychic damage.
Yeah. Luckily, it's an advantage. But that's still a, 13.
13 misses.
I had to roll a 4, y'all. I got a crit fail and a 4 on my first advantage roll.
Whew. Good start over there, Barb.
Okay, that one's better. That's a 19 plus 9, so that's a 28.
Much better
There you
roll.
go.
Much better roll.
And then no, I used my bonus action to rage, so I don't do that. But I get one hit with my Great Axe. So, almost max damage. That's gonna be 15.
Now, does your axe
So-
do special things when you crit?
No, my axe gives me another chance at intimidating without using my menacing feat, which makes them immune to my fear for the rest of the combat. So basically, it allows me a second chance at intimidating them.
All right, and how much damage did you do? Sorry.
So I did 16 points of damage, and I'm going to roll the intimidation check.
Okay.
On the dragon that is laying on the ground and just got choppity chopped. That's a critical.
Well, that's a. What's your total intimidation? He gets a counter roll, but I don't think it's
Yeah,
gonna go well for him.
So the total is going to be 31.
Yeah, yeah. The dragon's gonna be afraid, guys. The dragon
Nice.
is afraid. You have put the fear of death into this red dragon, which is a point of pride for any red dragon, never to feel fear. He has to kill you or be dishonored now. But first he has to survive. So, on my turn, I don't know what fun stuff can I do to keep this dragon still, because he's about to take off. Well, you're still there, so I can use as if I have advantage. That'll be important. So I'm going to take steady aim and have 0 movement this round. As my bonus action, so I can actually have advantage. Yeah, alright, here we go. Actual advantage roll against the thing with my Pokey Rapier. That is a critical and a 17, so I'll take the critical. Remember all those die we had before? Now two of them are D8s now instead. Here's 1d8, 2d8 for the attack and the crit. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for that. Oh, I forgot. I need one more dice for the thing. So it's actually 3d8. 3d8. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So there's all those dice. And then I'm going to roll for my second attack with the Psionic Blade. Just to see if I hit and get to roll that extra 1d6 on there. That's another critical, baby! That was with the red dice, too. That's 2 different dice critical, boys. It's destined to murder this thing. Okay, so another d6 from the psychic damage, augmented from the crit, and then another d6 from the Piercer feat. The Piercer feat was the best feat I could have chosen by far.
Definitely solid choice.
Solid choice. Just yeah. So that's 2 story effects, by the way. So we'll see what happens here.
This dragon is afraid and hurt.
Of the thing in front of it, not realizing that there's some jockey boy on the back just stabbing the heck out of it.
The magic users are telling jokes and tickling it.
Okay, so I get to reroll any of my dice when I make a piercing attack. So I'm going to reroll these 2 because I rolled a 3 and a 2, and I'm going to take the better of the 2. 5 and a 2, so I got to keep with those, but that's still pretty good. Ain't no complaining from me. Alright, so 10, 20, 25, 30, 40, 48 plus, oh, excuse me, sorry, 2 sets of 4, so another 8, so 56 points of damage across both of those attacks. Oh yeah, so that the fear is well deserved. So 2 story effects. So I'm gonna roll body parts die to see where the heck I hit him with these attacks, and if one of them's wings, he ain't flying nowhere. Left hand, left arm, which I'm going to take as his freaking wing, because I don't actually have shoulders. So as he claws and attacks one of the times, I pin his arm to his back with my actual rapier, right, doing a ton of damage. And then my psychic blade goes through his wing. He is down one arm and cannot fly. It is his turn. And as per the frightened effect, he has to use his reaction. Oh. He has to run, right?
I think that's what fear does.
Okay. So he can't fly.
Probably
So
move towards the source.
Right, no, he has to run away. So he's running at 40 feet of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's sorry, he only gets to go 8. So he can go here. So he runs 40 feet away, galloping fast. Jockey Boy is still holding on to him. Though I have to make a roll for that, so give me a second.
And would the robot get a reactionary
Opportunity attack?
I don't know.
Yeah, opportunity.
I feel like in the frightened effect, like from the spell itself, it doesn't. But I don't know. You have the thing on your stuff.
I'm looking up the status effect right now.
Okay,
My internet is slow.
I'm jockeying. The Profi is doing the coolest thing he's ever done, which is Red or Young Red Dragon to its death march. Once it gets there, it's used its full action. It can still make an attack, which it will. Because everything's out of range, and it only has 1 claw. So it can still multi-attack, and it can still multi-attack the person on its back, so I'm getting 2 attacks. A bite and a claw. But only 1 claw, because I have the other one pinned to its side. 5 plus 10 misses, 13 plus 10 hits. So it bites me, and claws me. Let's see if it knocks me off. I'm holding on there, boys. That's a 17 plus pluses. So I take bite damage. Would be 17, but I'm going to use my reaction to yeet that down a bit. So it cuts it down to 8 plus the 3 fire damage, which I can't do anything. So I take 11 damage total. So I've taken 30 damage so far this combat. That's way better than it could have been.
Creature has disadvantage on all rolls, including attack rolls, and can't move willingly closer to the source of its fear. It doesn't have to run away, but it can't move closer to me.
Oh, okay. Well, let's. It still bites me. Well, let's see. So it has disadvantage on all of its attack rolls.
On all ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay. So then this would be the appropriate time to breathe fire. So everyone, including the cart and you guys, need to make a dexterity saving throw. I don't, because I'm on his back, so I might actually be okay.
I actually want to fail this saving throw.
You can choose to fail.
I can choose to fail?
Yeah.
I choose to fail.
You do so. So you'll take the damage, which is 56 fire damage. Are you sure?
I wouldn't know that, so I'm still choosing to fail.
Okay.
I chose it.
You chose it. All right. Sorry, I gotta change
Get
my
partial
here.
cover for the carriage.
Yeah, that's not gonna help you at all because it fills around
all
corners.
right.
It's like fireball, except for it's a cone.
Right on.
The cart fails. It is extremely damaged. Let's see how many of its vital components are destroyed by this attack.
Or it's people.
5! Yeah, they count as vital components.
Okay.
So 2 of the guards are dead, the ones on the front. The horses are both dead, and one of the wheels is completely destroyed. And the front is really badly charred. But the carriage itself is made out of good material. So it isn't quite completely destroyed, but it definitely took the brunt of that damage. You'll see scorch marks around the edge and all that fun stuff. So as it hits you guys, I still need your guys' saves.
I'm going to use my D20 inspiration.
Good choice.
I don't have that anymore because I used it for something very important.
23.
Okay, you succeed. You will take
9.
half damage. You will take full damage of 56. The Bard, you are a tard crispy.
The dragon is going to take 6 damage, and then it needs to make a Constitution saving throw as a beam shoots out of my chest, and it needs to make another. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw of at least 15, or it takes another 6 damage and is blind.
Okay, so first things up, it takes the 6 damage.
Yes.
So minus 6. It's not dead from that. It's going to roll at disadvantage here. What's your save DC?
15.
And it is versus its Constitution, you said?
Yes.
So it has a plus 5. So at disadvantage, it gets a whopping 10.
So
It's now blind and takes another 6, right?
it takes 4 more damage. I rolled 4.
Okay, so it takes another 4. It's blind and afraid. And at the end of its turn, it gets to roll its d6 to see if the thing recharges. Okay, I'm not going to tell if you recharge or not. Prepare for death. Yeah. How y'all feeling after that?
I still have more health than the Bard's max.
What was the total? I know I took half, but
So 56 cut in half would be 28.
28.
I have 7.
Whew. You're a good thing you're next, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
You know what we totally
Alright.
forgot to roll? It was supposed to be at the end of the thing. Was the cart trying to get out of dodge, but since the dragon and us are in the way, it definitely couldn't have made it past because of the stone barriers. Never mind. It was fine. Everything's good. If the dragon had moved, it could have made it away. But now, it's stuck.
Alright, so am I up now? Is that what's happening?
Yes, sir. Also, technically, the guards that are inside will be getting out this round because their friends got crispified. They probably watched that happen.
Did the dragon not use its movement to stand up from prone?
I will say it did
Okay.
before it made its fire breath, before it got blinded and slapped and hurt people.
Okay. So I'm going to use my action to cast what's it called? I gotta look at my sheet. Hang on. Mass healing word.
Mass healing word, not just a selfish healing word. Healing
Correct,
yourself?
mass healing word.
Okay, that's still a bonus action. So how much are you healing everyone for? What level are you casting that at?
I'm just gonna cast it third, so it's 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, which is your charisma?
Which I think is a 4. So it's 1d4 plus 4.
All right, roll it.
Alright. So that's a 2, so 6. I'm gonna give myself one of those.
Okay.
And get back to 13. I can do up to 6 creatures, so I'll give one to Profi.
Woo!
I'll give one to the robot. I'll give one to Lord Barry. And then, are there 2 people in the cart that could use healing?
So the people inside the cart are not hurt because it hasn't taken damage yet. I didn't roll high enough on the damaged parts for it to hit them. So
Okay,
they're fine.
so then I guess that's it. I just have 2 to waste.
Unfortunate, but it's still better than nothing. Also,
Yeah.
thank you for the heals. I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. And then for my action, I'm gonna make fun of this dragon so hard and viciously mock it.
You do so.
So it has to make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save, you say? All right, give me a
Yes.
second. 7, 8. There we go. Thank you. A wisdom saving throw. The worst choice. It rolled an 8. It has no pluses.
All right. So he's gonna take. He's gonna take 6 mockery damage.
He takes 6 mockery damage.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think. And now he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
He has disadvantage on all attack rolls. He's blind.
Oh, okay. Well then, I just make fun of him while I'm smoldering behind the wagon.
His next one has extra disadvantage.
Yeah, super.
Super extra disadvantage. He's really hurt, and you made fun of him, and he wants to run away.
He's scared, blind, and hurt.
And mocked.
He was prone. His wing is pinned. His arm is pinned. He's got someone riding his back like he's some kind of cattle.
He just flew down here expecting lunch, and lunch beat the crud out of
I'm
him.
picturing Rhett just black crisp, just smoking. It's just like, you're stupid. Like,
I might be half burnt to death, but I'm still prettier than your mother.
that's all I got. I can't do anything else.
Hey, that's
All
good.
right.
No gold thistle, save us.
Barry turns to the bard and he's like, "Now's not the right time to die." And he uses cure wounds at 4th level on the bard.
Nice, good save. Roll your healing.
14.
14 points of heals. Look at that.
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he doubled your
And-
health and then some.
And then I quicken cast Eldritch Blast on the dragon.
You do so. Roll to hit at advantage because it's blind.
All right.
Actually, I take that back. It being blind does not give you advantage.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage if the creature is blind.
What?
Yes.
Am I thinking days? No, I've been saying that for years. You guys always correcting me on that. That's fine. Yeah, you're good. Roll advantage.
First blast. 24.
24. Hits by far.
Second blast, 24.
Roll damage.
First one deals 1.
Woo!
The second one deals 1. Wow.
Woo!
You're inspired.
Yeah, you can inspire dice at least one of those.
The D10.
Yeah.
Add 5 to that.
All right. -7.
Thank you.
Boom. Again, this baby dragon over here just like, what is hitting me? Why? Because what was your Eldritch Blast? What's it look like again? Little fish.
Flavored it as like and like an eldritch light, like it has the shape and form of like a fire.
Gotcha. Okay. So it looks like fire is hitting him, but this time it actually is doing damage.
Ugh.
Not that he can see it, but the rest of us are like, no more fire. Oh wait, no, we're good. All right, cool. All right. Next.
That would be me.
Top of the order. This thing's blind, hurt, in a lot of pain. Don't crit fail.
Yep. Great X1.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 24 to hit.
It hits the blind deaf dragon. Not that he's actually deaf, but I'm sure he'd be covering his ears at this point, praying for a swift end.
And a 19 to hit.
Also hits.
So that is 13 plus so that's 29 points of damage from the 2 great axes.
You do 29 points of damage. Are you done chopping up on him?
Bonus action. There's no use in me using the bolt of light again. So bonus action, Iron Fist attack.
Iron Fist attack. Roll it.
I'm gonna cold shot him in the head.
Okay, I was gonna roll a thing for it, but go ahead, roll it in the face.
That is a 19.
A 19 hits this dead body as you punch it in the face. The light has gone out of its would-be fiery eyes. The fire is extinguished of its mouth. You murdered it. How much damage would have that been, by the way?
That would have been 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Nice. You do so. You finish it by punching in the face. You're pretty sure it was dead on the second choppity chop. But just for good measure, you crush its face in relatively easily. Not all the way.
Your
There's still a
horde
skull
wasn't
there.
worth the effort to keep you alive.
Your handy dandy friend hops off the dead body and goes, I think I helped.
Yes, I do believe you did.
I want to loot a
Marshall's-
scale.
Marshall's pulled the weight this time.
You'll notice though from his first claw attack that you guys over in the back, go ahead and roll perception checks. Badger, you can also roll a perception check. Your answer will just be different.
Oh! Man, this dice is on fire tonight.
I'm telling you.
24.
Okay, cool. Other two, I'll get your information before his.
17.
Okay, so both of you catch a glimpse of the black linen twin's face, and unlike his brother, he doesn't look decomposed or fleshed at all. You don't necessarily recognize his face at all, but he doesn't look like, again, he doesn't have pringly bits and whatnot like the other black linen twin. He looks like a real person.
Okay. Can I
Before you do anything crazy, let me jump over to Badger here. Badger, with your 24, you quickly point out to Profi that, hey, Hector, Your face mask is uncovered. You should probably put that back. The dragon caught you right across the chest and cut a good amount of your clothing up. I do my best to patch it up, so I'm going to make a, I don't know, what would that be? A mending check, which isn't actually anything. I'm going to make a survival check because, patching things up on the fly. A 12 total. It's poorly done, but passable. If anything, like, brushes across my face, it'll reveal me. But, for now, it'll hold up. I basically tied it together lightly. So,
Right.
You were saying, sorry.
Yeah, can I want to go take my dagger and try to pry a dragon scale off.
You go over to the dragon. As you are starting to pry, Moxie pops out, slams the door open, and says, I need you to get me horses so we can get moving. You can deal with this corpse at a later date. We need to get out of here quickly. I'm going inside that building over there.
I will go inside the building first, really quick.
You do so. So do you kick the door open the door? What's up? I'm gonna move you guys to where the body is and whatnot.
Yeah, let's just bust the door down. I don't need the door on this building.
So you do so. You smash the door in, and it looks to be an old prayer area. Basically a church, but a little bit smaller. This is obviously a graveyard. Or maybe the remnants of an old town that used to be in the wildlands. They do populate from time to time. What remains on the inside are destroyed pews, a simple altar with a figurine and some various bits and bobs by it. There's nothing really special in here. It's much cooler and relaxed. And you can kind of see the vines have grown around it, protecting the structure itself, so it won't decompose anytime soon. And that's pretty much the case with the majority of the graveyards and sites and stuff like that. It looks like the wildlands themselves have intertwined with the metals and rocks and all that kind of stuff to like keep them in place.
Can I keep trying to get that scale? Like, I'm just gonna ignore.
Yeah, of course. You do what you want.
Alright, I got it.
Make a survival check as you try to descale the dragon.
Uh-oh.
I assume you want it to be a nice full, so with the young dragon, you have two choices on scales. So you have tiny scales, like something that you would put on a necklace, and then you have defensive scales, which you could possibly turn into armor later.
I would like a defensive scale.
Okay. Now, just to be clear, one is not going to make you a suit or anything. So you would have to spend some time removing the defensive scales. Is that what you would like to do? They don't sell for much, but again, you might be able to craft armor out of it if you bring it to the right craftsman.
I would like to get as many as I can.
Okay, so you spend a good amount of time descaling the dragon. Go ahead and make a good survival check. Does anyone help
So
them?
that's a dirty 20.
Oh, well, apparently you don't need no help.
Anybody else want some? I'll get enough for everybody.
I just want one of his arms with the claw attached.
The whole arm? You're crazy. But you can make a roll for it. But you're not in there right now. Right now, you're protecting Moxie in the thing. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
What would you describe for the amount of scales that I got? Like a bag of scales?
Well,
or...
that's what I'm saying. Roll me a D100.
Oh, I thought you were talking to the robot. 40.
Okay, so you pull off about 40 of these defensive scales, which is a good amount. You're pretty sure you can make at least one set of armor and maybe something small or extra. But you can definitely make a suit, or at least you think so. Again, you're no major craftsman, so you're not sure, but it's a good amount.
Sweet.
Okay,
Good with that.
jumping over to Lawrence. Lawrence, what do you do while the princess has stormed off to the would-be church?
Seems to be protected at the moment. Seems to be an okay guy. Would you mind if I did a history check on the graveyard to note it, see if there's any important names?
Sure, of course.
14.
A 14. So as you scuttle around the graveyard, kind of doing whatever you can to piece the names together, you find an excessively important name.
Nice.
Like legendary hero status name.
Oh,
Dig him up. Dig him up. Dig him up.
I'm lawful good. I'll just.
I'm not.
I pay my respects to this great hero.
Do you want to hear about him at all?
What's the name?
Absolutely.
So this hero's name is... Oh man, I just lost it. Sorry.
If you say Lexington Thule.
It is definitely not Lexington Thule. Lexington Thule is someone completely different. No. But, oh man, what was his actual name? Gosh dang it.
Is it? It's not Dane Stonybrook, is it?
No. Sorry,
Okay.
this was one of the Pony Express members, and I'm trying to remember their names. Anyway, sorry, we're gonna call him Aero, Aero, basically spelled the same as the town up north. And you would know Aero. We'll just call him Aero Longstrider because again I don't remember his actual character name. Was a elvish archer that was part of the Pony Express, one of the major story legendary heroes of the planet, right? Something that you guys heard about when you were kids. So to find his grave would actually be of relative importance to you. If you remember, he was a good character. He defended a lot of people in battle. He is noted in the history books at least twice in two separate eras, along with the rest of the Pony Express. It looks as in the beginnings of their adventure, they somehow did some timey-wimey silliness and jumped forward a couple hundred years. But they are also known as Great Imperial supporters in the later half of their lives. They did a lot of the exploration and things for the Empire early on.
Well, Opus will be excited about this. He kneels down at the grave. He pays his respects. He thanks him for his service to the Empire, and he pulls out his holy symbol and mutters a prayer to himself.
You do so as you pray to Arrow, or pray for Arrow. You feel a sense of lightheartedness. Not quite an inspiration point, but it might come back later. So go ahead and make a note on there, that just on your character sheet or whatever, and write the word Arrow's Blessing.
Ooh.
Again, this is player knowledge, not character knowledge. You just, as a character, feel happy.
That's what I'll be doing for the next few minutes or so.
Okay. Your handy dandy friend, the twin over here, starts. Oh, excuse me, I'm being called. Hello. Ma'am, I'm in the middle of something. No, ma'am. Have a wonderful day. Gotta love that spam. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's the best.
Someone trying to reach you for your car's extended warranty.
No. It's the, hey, we're doing a poll. Please answer questions about a poll that I've already said no 26 times to. Anyway, so, where was I? Your handy dandy twin goes off into the forest. I'm going to do some rolls behind the counter here and see how I succeed at what I'm trying to do. Wow. I'm going to tell you this now. I'm coming back just covered in cuts and bruises and not looking so great and no doing the thing I was trying to do. I was trying to listen to the princess and acquire some animals. Unfortunately, most of the local fauna was not appreciative of me trying to wrangle them up. Also, I don't have the appropriate equipment for wrangling.
Why don't you come get your bard that can speak to animals?
You can do what? Hector looks over at you and goes, why am I trying to get us a ride when you can just talk to him nice? I can skin a dragon. That's easy.
Yeah. Hey, you didn't tell me. I didn't know what you were doing.
The princess said go find stuff, and y'all ignored her.
Oh.
Now, mind you, I'm gonna fast travel. That was quite a bit. So you did your praying, you did your scaling, and you have been defensive in the thing with the princess. Speaking of, before we move on, do you want to have a conversation in here because it is you, two of her guards that are still alive, and the princess. So this is excellent opportunity.
So out of character, I'm still iffy on who Moxie is in relation to us. I know that we're keeping her safe right now, but
Moxie is the mark currently. We are sneaking around pretending to be her bodyguards, so Profi can kill her at some point. She was,
and I know that Profi has to kill her.
I would say our characters would have had enough conversation for you to know that.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
you were there for him killing Hexus, so you saw the whole.
Yes, I am still carrying a giant picture of Hexus, by the way. We haven't gotten rid of that. That's still on my character.
Good. So, do you talk to Moxie at all? So, again, she's the 11th princess, or the 11th child. So she's, in her 40s. As a side note to the new characters, how would you guys describe Moxie and what you've seen out of her so far? What do your characters think about her?
He wanders off a little bit. Seems a little bit. I don't know.
So
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say. So Rhett knows her very well. He doesn't like her. He's with her for clout. But she's like very mean to the little people, which Rhett is not a fan of. So I would describe her as evil stepsister. Is the area she's in?
Has Gold Thistle had an opportunity to ask her what her vision of the future of the Empire is?
Yes, you would have had time. Again, you were with her and the others for about a month.
And it's probably not as pretty as, say, I have his name written down.
Your best friend.
Yes. Oh, where did I write that?
Ooh, okay. So she was completely honest with you when you asked her this question. This is probably we're gonna flashback really quick to a month or so ago when you asked her, if what's his name? Starts with an H.
Oh, I had it written down. Where
Anyway,
did I write that?
if your best friend, is murdered along the way and all this other stuff, I foresee that I will rule over what remains of my siblings, relatively just like my father did, for the exception of we will rebolster the kingdoms that once existed and bring the nobles that were there back into power, as I have promised several of them. That was what I would do, and I'm very, very keen on keeping my promises. Hopefully, that will reunify the empire and keep things strong again. We don't have many external threats because we've taken over everything. The last things that we can start to do is conquering the wildlands and conquering the wastelands, which, in all honesty, in my lifetime, I plan to prep for. If we happen to not have any wars while I'm around and I don't have to crush any rebellions, that'll be fine with me. But if there are wars and rebellions to crush, I will happily crush them under my heels and make sure that they understand that the Empire will be here forever.
Then when I have unfettered access to ask questions and things,
Okay.
I'm just going to ask questions that serve my own purposes. So I'm going to ask her if she has ever been to any locations that might have treasure, if she's ever heard of any treasures, and just keep the conversation surface level. No need to blow our cover.
So, as you are interrogating her, she seems to be interrogating you just as much. Because again, you're new. She saw you in the tournament and saw you fight a couple times, but you're kind of an unknown element that just appeared out of nowhere. But as you converse and go back, she does mention that on her way to the kingdom of, or the former kingdom of Delph, one time when she was a child. There was a set of ruins she remembered that someone could have sworn an old dragon used to live in, but was long ago since cleared out. It might not have treasure, but the lair is probably still there.
Delph. Okay. I thank her for her time.
You do so. So, speaking of interrogations for you,
Yes.
she doesn't seem to do anything too crazy. Again, surface level questions. Why do you care about treasure? What are your plans? What will you do with your share of the money? So on and so forth.
My share of the money will go into a hoard to tempt adventurers, to raise the next generation of strong defenders of nations.
Interesting.
Rumors of my hoard will inspire and provoke intrigue. And hopefully keep me entertained for many ages to come. I don't know how long I will live.
A solid question you must ask yourself. She kind of cocks her head sideways at you. And, do you even know what you are?
Alive?
That is an answer.
I know that much.
And I will leave it at that for today. Please go check on the others and see if they've wrangled up any horses. You do so. We have not. I return, covered in bruises.
So we have not.
So, this is your second round of actions here. What do you guys want to do? Obviously, the princess has sent her quote-unquote envoy out to check and see if we're ready to go yet, and you have not, so...
So, I feel like me and Profi should head off into the woods to try to find some mounts.
Okay, Hector and you decide to go into the woods. Anyone else want to join you and try and find some mounts with them?
I'm cutting off the dragon legs.
You.
I will assist.
Okay, so you guys are chopping up the dragons. So, dragon has one good arm, thank you, Profi. 2 good legs. 1 good wing. Those are the limbs that are still relatively in good condition.
Legs.
Okay. You can harvest 1 whole ass leg if you would like.
I'm going to do so.
We're gonna eat it later.
Roll your survival check.
That is a 17.
Yeah, it's a pretty clean cut. You have 1 Lego dragon. It's huge though. You're carrying 100 pounds of dragon.
Good thing I have powerful build.
This is true. But what are you storing it in? Are you just going to carry this rotting flesh with you for a while?
I assume since this is a graveyard, there's some salt or ash or something around to put on dead bodies?
You have not found any. This is a very old graveyard, by the way. This is a very old graveyard, but that doesn't mean that it's not still around.
Yeah,
I mean,
if
we're
we
gonna-
have...
Go ahead.
I asked the other person who stayed back to help me to search and see if he can find some.
Okay. Lawrence, what kind of check would you like to make for finding salt? Or do you ignore the request and do something else?
Hmm. So I wouldn't want to desecrate anything, but I could check the temple to see if there's anything like that stored in there from when it was operating.
Okay, go ahead and go in there and make an investigation check. Also, as you go in, you are greeted by a very annoyed Moxie. And she looks at you and says, Barry, as she calls you by your first name, which is something she usually does not do. What is taking so long?
The dragon seems to be in the way of the carriage's path, and we have not yet found any horses.
Fantastic. Way to mix a truth and a lie. I'm not even going to make you roll a deception check because you ended with the truth of we don't have horses. She seems very flustered by that statement, but says, okay, what are you looking for?
Salt.
I'm looking for any kind of leftover burial materials. Did you know that Arrow was buried out in this graveyard?
Like the town we're heading to?
No. The legendary hero, Arrow.
No, you're kidding me.
If you'd like, I'd show you.
Before we leave, for sure. I haven't heard tale of the Pony Express since I was a child.
I was absolutely delighted to find it.
Did you find his wife?
Out of character, I didn't, right?
No, you did not find his wife.
No, sorry, I did not.
Well, it seems typical of the stories. Maybe he never found her either.
What a shame. Oh, the roll.
The salt roll. The roll.
Yes.
For the salt.
13.
13! You look around and you do find remnants of salt, but not very much. It looks like long ago some of the roots grew through and basically absorbed the minerals to harden the would-be structure. But you find about a handful's worth that is usable.
I gather what I can.
You do so. You head back out to the Dragon Man and his Lego dragon. Do you present him the salt, or do you say I didn't find enough for what you're trying to do?
Oh, I'm trying to get along with everyone. I've survived so far, so here you are, friend. Sorry I couldn't find more. The princess is on her last nerve.
Oh, that's okay. I can use this much to protect the exposed meat. The rest of it is probably protected by scales. This should be enough to, keep the smell down. It might not preserve the meat for long, but it'll keep the smell down.
You do so and pack the meat. Jumping over to our two friends in the forest. Cutscene. What do you do, Bard? Because the Black Linen twin Hector just kind of crossed his arms and just waiting.
All right, so I'm going to take this opportunity to have a conversation with Hector.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Hector and be like, "Hey, so your name's not Hector, right? And you're not a twin with the mummy."
Let me roll two rolls. So let's start off with the first one. The surprised. Okay, wow, that was way higher than I expected. Wow. Okay, cool. So first things first, how dare you insult me and my brother? Look, you're right. We're not twins. We're just brothers. And my name is Hector. And it has been for as long as I can remember it being Hector.
That's a lie. Can I detect that with a perception roll?
You 100% can. I've already pre-rolled my lie. So go ahead and roll your insight check there, buddy.
Insight or perception?
Definitely insight.
Okay. Oh. That's a crit fail.
You are taken aback by this man's honesty and his true feelings towards how you offended his name. Uh, Everything he is saying seems to be the truth to you.
Okay. So I'm just gonna explain to him like, oh, I'm sorry. I really thought. See, because your accent changed when we were in the bathhouse, and you didn't sound like yourself anymore. And then when we were fighting the dragon, your raps fell off.
The where?
When we were in the bathhouse, remember you guys got really drunk, but I didn't. Yeah. Oh, okay, you're in character. Got it. Yeah, we went to a bathhouse when we were back in, what was it, Killstone?
Killstone, yep.
You got really drunk, and your brother ended up having to save you from drowning in the bathtub, but your accent changed, and you sounded different. You didn't sound like yourself.
I mean, maybe I was doing a silly voice. You said I was drunk. I don't remember any of that, so I can't give you a solid explanation for that.
Okay, well then your raps fell off when we were fighting the dragon, and you don't look like a mummy, so...
You think my brother is a mummy? There's no way he could be a mummy. I lie again.
Do I have to believe that?
You do not. You can hunt. That's a new lie. You may insight check the heck out of that.
Alright, I'm going to. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's a... Oh, yeah, what is it? It's a 24.
That would be a really good roll had I not rolled as well as I did. I had a 27.
Okay. So he's not a mummy. I'm just an idiot.
That is what you believe. You have been conned into believing that. Now again, out of character, you're on the right track, and your character might still have lingering doubts. But as of this moment, you 100% believe what is being told to you.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to let him know, like... Alright, I believe you completely. 100% I buy it.
I'm doing an insight check, you lying son of a gun.
So do I have to roll a deception?
Wow, I've rolled 18 3 times in a row with this dice. Yes, you have to make a deception.
Okay, so that's charisma.
My insight is 0, so it's a straight 18.
So I got a 16.
I can tell that you're lying, though I'm not going to call you out for it, because I've definitely been lying to you this entire time.
Okay. Okay, so now what? We're looking for, need horses, right?
Horses are something that'll pull the carriage successfully. Luckily,
Okay,
you're in the
so-
wildlands, and creatures are a plethora.
I can speak to... I'm telling this to Profi,
I'm
Hector.
listening.
I can speak with animals, and I can befriend animals. I'm no ranger, so finding animals might be beyond me.
So you can do a survival check or a nature check to kind of point you in the right direction of animals.
Okay, I'm proficient in neither of those.
Same.
We'll try a nature. Oh, what's that? Intelligence.
Don't forget you can inspire yourself.
I rolled a 25.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. You're in the wildlands. Let me pull up some creatures here. Let's lower the CR by quite a bit. Let's change it to... They have to be small or large creatures. And they have to be beast. So... Alright, let's mess with the CR. So you roll me a 1d8. Actually, make it a d10. Make it a d10, sorry. Right, 1, 2...
10.
Make it a 12.
D12.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to use my phone because I don't have one of those.
Woo!
Come on, where you at? D12. So 9.
9. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Literally nothing in that category. Alright, we'll get that one category. Nothing in that category. Interesting. Alright, how about this one? Nothing in this one. Okay, well, this is going nowhere fast. the speed on these bad boys? Yeah, okay, these would work. So, in a clearing underneath some brush and wood, a large giant scorpion pops out to attack you. But you've already activated your befriend animals and speak with beast, I assume.
Yeah. Yes. So it's just one giant scorpion?
One singular giant scorpion.
Okay, so I had, let's see, what do I have ready? So I had to speak with animals at the ready.
Okay.
And then my boss loot allows me animal friendship once a day.
Okay.
So Brett like strums in front of the scorpion and he goes, "Hello, friend scorpion. Would you assist us?"
And as simply as this thing can understand / communicate to you, it's never helped anyone in its life, and it needs a reason to help things. Usually it just stabs things and eats things. You're the first thing to ever talk to it, so it's a little taken aback. But it does seem to be friendly, as if it was a puppy, the size of, a giant scorpion.
I say to the scorpion, "Have you ever dined on dragon?"
No. No, that's one of those things I avoid like the plague. Or the
I have
equivalent
a dead dragon. What's that?
You have piqued its interest.
Okay, so I tell it, "I have a dead dragon, and if you help tow our moving shed, you can have as much dragon as you could possibly eat."
Oh, you said free food? It's game. It's there. It's following. You have acquired a new best friend. Please name him.
I'm gonna call him Stinger.
Stinger has joined the party. Congratulations. You are now the proud owner of a giant scorpion.
Yay!
Now, mind you, this friendship is not continuous, and you will have to use spells to maintain it. But as of now, that's your best friend.
All right, well, the animal friendship lasts for 24 hours.
Yep. So for the next day, he's your buddy.
All right, use one first level spell slot. Oh, actually, because my DOS loot lets me do it once a day, I can do that indefinitely.
Yep. Now, mind you, you can actually train the beast because it is a beast. But we come riding back on a giant scorpion. Now, it is only a large creature. Its movement speed is 40, but it's big enough to haul the wagon. It won't be much faster than walking, but at least it'll be able to move. So unlike the horses that were attached on there that were fine steeds and yada 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 that improved your guys' movement, this will just get you guys moving.
All right.
Which means someone somehow will have to catch up with the other. Well, I'm trying to think of the name. Sorry, the other wagon that has all the stuff in it. And you guys might be in charge of the stuff wagon.
Can I use could I roll another nature check and try to find a small creature?
A small creature?
Yeah, like specifically a bird.
Real easy here. There are birds everywhere.
Okay, so I should still have speak with animals.
Okay.
How long did it take us to get back?
Under an hour.
Okay, speak with animals only lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Then that is.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to use a bird as long as it is a tiny beast and use animal messenger.
Okay.
And I'm going to use this bird. So I could use animal deliver a message. So I tell it. Do I know who's on the other wagon? Because I have to give it a description.
You would know because there was 6 other guards. 4 of them were here protecting the princess directly. Then you guys and the other one. So yes, you would know the 2 guards that are on the other thing. Not well, but you would at least have had conversations with them. Also, I'm taking back the amount of guards that were actually with the princess on this one. It was just going to be because she had 6 people with her, right? Originally, if I remember correctly, or was it 8?
I don't remember.
Okay, so I'm
Oh,
going to say there was
sorry.
four guards with her here and 4 guards on the other thing, and then, all the other fun stuff. So she has 2 guards with her left over, and then the other 4 were on the other cart.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick a bird at random,
Okay?
and I can give it a 25-word message. I'm gonna say, "Please wait. Dragon coming. Don't kill my scorpion."
Okay, the message is clear. It travels off to its would-be assignment. You assume they understand what you were saying.
All right.
So, excuse me, sorry. As you get back to camp, though, the scorpion is quite delighted that you didn't lie to it. And it starts nomming on the flesh of the would-be remainder of the dragon. Unfortunately for the rest of you, that means it's pretty much destroying whatever's left of the dragon meat. It's not necessarily eating it all, but using its pincers and things like that, it's destroying the important bits pretty quickly. Put you
All
guys
right.
on full
Do-
screen here. Sorry,
Does
put
my
shit in
character
the
see Rhett and Profi falling behind?
Yeah. We walked over with the scorpion. It did not pace us. It was following behind us. But we walked out of the forest, and this man then calls over a bird and sends it on its way. And Disney princesses whatever he needs to do. And suddenly there's a friendly-looking giant scorpion, which is never a thing that has crossed your mind before.
Yeah,
Scorpion,
no need to be
friendly,
alarmed, though.
not generally a combination. Giant, friendly, also not generally a combination you're familiar with.
I'd say Gold Thistle is definitely questioning all the choices he's made so far in the last few weeks. It's been pretty strange compared to hanging out with nobles.
This definitely is odd company. So the other 2 guards and the princess come out of the thing. She asks Gold Thistle to show her to the grave. She goes over there, looks it over, and kind of does a little thing as touristy as possible. And then she says, "Well, strap that thing up and let's get out of here. Hopefully the other cart will be repaired not too long from now." She gets in her cart. You guys load up on top of it like a bunch of yahoos. There's now 2 open driver's seats. Does anyone want to sit in the driver's seat position? I would suggest one of them be the bard because the scorpion is your friend. Anyone else?
Not particularly.
Nobleman, would you like an actual seat or are you good riding on the roof?
Oh, I guess, yeah, I'll accompany the bard since we've been acquainted.
Okay, the 2 of you go there. The two other yahoos jump on top of the roof and are just kind of chilling up there like they were before. We start taking off and travel for a bit longer. All right, I guarantee that this will get us to the end of the week unless I roll under a 3. I did not roll under a 3. That was actually a really good roll. So you guys finish the week out. This is a time where you guys get a full long rest where you actually take the time to take a good rest on your travels. So make sure you are healed up and all that other fun stuff. And at this point, we're going to take a potty break. Is that good with everybody? Thumbs up?
Yeah.
All right, 5-minute potty break. Go. I shall return. Pen, out. Pen, out. Pen, out. All right, gentlemen, we're back. I'll take your silence as a no.
I'm here.
Okay, there's one of you. That means I can take out the BRB thing. Bam. Right, Spain. The Badger.
I'm here.
Okay, that's
So, I'm gonna. Go ahead.
I'm listening. We're just talking.
So, I actually have. This isn't important. Like Lawrence doesn't need to be here for this, but animal friendship is one of my spells, but I also get animal friendship once a day because of my loot.
Mm-hmm.
So, can I make it canon that I sing the scorpion a song every day and use my loot animal friendship to keep him tamed?
Sure, if you would like to.
All right, let's do that.
Now, I will say, once a day, you can also make some animal handling to check, see if you can actually train him.
I like what's involved with that because I don't know. I've never done that.
So generally, where for animal handling, you have to succeed 3 times on your animal handling checks without you or an ally injuring the creature.
Okay.
With your animal friendship and your ability to talk, if you decide to use your speak with animals, you'll have an advantage and then some. Basically, with the animal friendship applied, if you fail, it doesn't count negatively. Unless someone attacks it directly.
Okay. Did you say that this last bit of traveling was at least 3 days?
No, it was literally only a day.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I'll just try that every day from now on.
Okay. So,
Can I use the help action?
um, sure, but won't really do any good because he already has advantage. What is your animal
I was
handling?
late
Is
for
your
that.
animal handling better than his?
That's a wisdom one, isn't it?
I believe so. Yes.
I would only add a +3. +3 is it.
Okay. Is that better than your animal handling there, friendo?
So my animal handling is 2,
So,
and then my wisdom's a +1.
if you allow him to help, um, with the animal handling checks, you'll get to add that, not add, but use the 3 instead of your 2.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So he is helping you train this scorpion because it's like a giant puppy or something.
Ah,
So go ahead and roll on your first day of encounter, and then I will roll what happens and how long you guys travel for.
oh come on. All right, so I rolled a 15
Okay.
plus his 3,
So
so
total
that's
of
an 8.
18. You succeed. 1 success.
Hey,
All
thank you,
right.
friend.
And you guys travel. Today I'm using the red die. Well, not today, just right now. Wow. Why? Why does it hate you? I have never rolled so many aughts in a traveling session ever. So you just finished training your scorpion for the day, and then something happens. Oh, fantastic! A positive human encounter. So, as you guys are traveling, you're about at the halfway point. You guys rested at a random spot in the middle of the night, and maybe 5 miles out the next morning, kind of thing. You come into an actual camp that's been set up. It's got basic walls, and it's called Rest Point. And it is literally just because of how long the distance is between the two, Killstone and Arrow. It's the midway point. So it's basically a very small town that has very minimal defenses. Basically just propped up wood to keep the forest from going over the would-be town. Would you guys like to stop and do anything here, or just kind of pass through? If you do stop, it will eat up a day because Moxie is dying to get out of the cart and do things.
I say we stop so we can sell the dragon leg.
All right.
Okay. You guys aren't really in a time rush, so stopping for a day isn't the end of the world. So you guys stop and enjoy the day off. Instead of another hard day travel, the princess decides to prance around this would-be town, and the people that live here or are stationed here, or whatever you want to call it, eat it up. They're anything they can. They're following her around. There's 20 whole people in this town, and every single one of them is just following the princess around for the most part. So one of them is obviously a shopkeep, and once the princess kind of waves him off and they kind of calm down, you guys can kind of interact with them. So who would like to do what first?
Is there a tavern?
Is there what?
Tavern or a bar or a greeting place or anything like that?
So, as you search for a bar, you're met with kind of a, we ain't got one. It ain't that big. We just drink by the fire at night. We do got some extra supplies, though, if you would like to partake.
So, what's my skill? Oh my god, what's it called? I'm always gonna forget what this thing is called.
Performance?
Popular by demand.
Oh, your background. Okay.
So I can always find a place to play. So while these guys are shopping and whatnot, I want to try to play for money around the campfire.
Okay. You do your thing. Go ahead and make a performance check.
All right. This is the one thing I'm really good in. Oof. Oh yeah, I spoke too soon. It's charisma, so that's 4. Okay, it's a 16.
Okay, well. So you get to playing, and it's a nice, peaceful melody. And one of the guards comes over and slaps you just like, stop, wait. You're going to attract wild animals. Please stop.
Oh. Okay. I'll stop.
We can be as noisy as we want for the most part, but music, for whatever reason, just brings them in. Please don't play anything.
Can I ask what kind of animals?
Bats, wolves, I don't know, all kinds of weird things.
Giving me chaotic ideas, but I'm not going to do it.
He shakes his head. Yeah, sorry, you sounded great, but yeah, no music in the camp.
Okay. All right, well, I'll default to the rest of the group.
Okay. Jumping over to Lawrence, if you got time.
All right. I look for the most down on their luck, impoverished, maybe even sickly person in this group of people.
Okay. Make an investigation check or an insight check, your choice.
Insight.
Okay.
25.
Nice roll. So as you look around the camp and kind of judge and assess people, you find one of the would-be guardsmen kind of by the outside wall that just looks broken. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know why, but this man looks like he just saw someone get shot in the face.
Because I shot someone in the face in front of him.
Look, don't beat my storylines before they happen, please.
I'd like to approach him.
Okay, so he looked over at you as you approach him. Can I help you, sir?
It says, if I could have a moment of your time and maybe a little bit more.
He looks back and forth and says, well, ain't nothing charging the gate here, so I guess you can talk to me. Just be forewarned, if anything comes charging, I'm jumping in front of it to save the rest of you.
I have a favor I might ask.
Okay. Random citizen.
You know the royal princess that's come into town.
Yes, I saw her.
I would like you to approach her within earshot of me and ask for some sort of kind act from her.
He lights up for a second. You want me to ask the princess for something nice?
Whether she gives it to you or not, I will give you something nice.
He looks over at you and says, friend, there's only one thing I desire. And from what I've heard, she might be able to grant it.
The bard can confirm.
So, he walks over to the princess. And within earshot, he looks over and says, Dear Princess Moxie, please kill me. I wish to join my wife.
Oh.
What?
Oh man.
It would be but a small kindness, and to be slain by the future possible Empress of the lands would do me nothing but honor, and I could rest easily, knowing that you are the one that took me away, and not some random beast of the night.
Oh wow, that took a turn.
That's dark, dude.
Moxie smiles and says, Of course I can do that for you. Please come closer. And she seems to whisper something in his ear, and the life drains out of his eyes, and he falls back to the ground and is dead.
Oh.
What?
He's taken back by this.
Several of the people that are around her leave quickly. They go, okay, all right, I got things to do, and they skedaddle. Several of the others take care of the body and take him over, and you'll hear grumbling and complaining of, that lazy son of a bitch. Ever since his wife got murdered, he's just been asking to die all the time. Just die. And they're just shit-talking him the entire time. He got touched by the princess. Come on,
Were me and the robot here for that?
I mean, you guys were probably close enough. It's not a very big settlement. Again, you're looking at something that fits maybe 40 people.
Right. Rhett did not like that.
Barry didn't like it either. Like mentally, he's made the decision. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh.
I go up to Barry and I just shake him and I go, "What did you do?"
I don't know. I don't know. I was trying to figure her out a little bit more. I promised this man good things. Now he's dead.
No, that's too far. I'm not gonna do it.
Ash, go ahead. I mean, worse from worse, I say no.
Well, I can raise the dead.
Okay.
As can I.
My curiosity is, what did she say to him?
You know, she whispered in his ears and touched him lightly on the face.
Power
Like-
word kill.
Yeah, because I'm wondering how she did it. Is my I want to know the extent of what she can do, essentially.
Sure. I mean, you could go examine the body. They haven't buried it yet. It's just kind of in a pile in the corner. They're probably stripping him of his stuff so it's not goes to waste kind of thing.
Maybe our sorcerer wants to do an arcane check.
Except for there is no
Idea?
sorcerer.
Or,
Oh, never mind. Sorry. One other sorcerer. I forgot we have the other sorcerer who's a warlock. Your Eldritch Blast would goof me up.
Yeah. I suppose once she's moved along, I'll examine the body.
She's over in her thing relaxing, eating extra food that people are giving. She's being waved
Am
around
I there
hand and
too?
foot. You can do what?
Am I there too?
Yeah, of course.
So I just used magic awareness.
What's that?
So at 3rd level, I can open my awareness to the presence of any concentrated magic. Until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. And when I sense a spell, I know what school of magic it belongs to.
All right, 10 seconds while I pull this up. And someone else could probably get better information, like a direct yada yada as you examine the body.
yeah, my arcane is not. It's
Actually, I can tell you this right now. There is no magic.
Oh.
Wow.
What? Okay.
Do I sense any other magic items in the room of all these people?
Oh, yes, actually, as you ping your magical craziness, a couple things in the cart that you guys haven't made it into, that you guys got up to eventually. Ping. There's some magic items in the cart stuff. There's some magic items in the actual cart that the princess is in. And there are 4 various magical items inside the camp that you're pretty sure you, can detect.
Could I do a medicine check and examine the body?
Sure.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what she just did to this guy.
Yeah, you
so-
do a medical examination.
So medicine is what? It's wisdom.
Yep.
So 3. That's a 15.
Can I use the help action on that?
What's your medicine?
Oh, I just have raw wisdom. I don't have proficiency in medicine.
Okay, so
Yeah. I got 2.
since yours would be better, you would be giving him a +2 to the roll. Yeah, because he already has. He had an advantage, so. You assist him by moving the body around to the appropriate places so he can look at it better. So total of 17.
Yeah.
So with a 17, there seems to be no detectable substances, or no marks or anything like that. Where she touched him, is it exploded? You don't sense any magic. Again, the barbarian probably didn't share that he didn't sense magic with you earlier. He just knew. But whatever she did wasn't magical. Because there's no, like, lingering bits that, when you use power word kill, there's some obvious signs. When you use, inflict wounds, they're bruising. You use blight, things like that. All that has, like, residual effects that if you look close enough, you can see. It doesn't have any of that.
Wow.
So my guess, I guess, is demonic. Something not magic and not physical. I'm guessing she's got a demon. Oh, also, Fulgash's contract, I think, was a demonic contract. Something like that, right?
He had to sign it in blood.
Yeah. Something going on.
Okay.
You
So,
Not detecting anything, I'm gonna go off and sell this dragon leg before we don't have time.
okay, you do so. You're spending all day here because, again, the princess is being pampered and she's enjoying it. So, as you go through the people who are buying and selling things, you come to what? Who are you trying to sell this to?
The shopkeep person.
There are a couple people that are traders. No one's officially a shopkeep because there's no official store.
Okay.
Basically, what are you trying to sell it as?
As whatever they want. There's a giant claw attached to it. There is meat. There are scales. I took a whole leg. So I'm going to go to whoever seems more like a general goods merchant person.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play this up. So I'm gonna roll performance to try and play up the importance of this leg of a dragon,
So you walk
and
up
all of
to
the things that they can sell it as.
you walk up to an elderly caninium. For those of you that don't know what caninium are, they're basically shifters. Think Werewolves of London-esque looking people. So midway between being a lycanthrope and a real person. He looks over at you and it looks like a dragon leg. Did you guys kill a dragon?
Yeah. Yes, we did kill a dragon, and I salvaged its leg. Most of the rest of it was pretty well destroyed, and some of it went to feeding a giant scorpion. But we have the leg here. It's got a nice foot attached. All of the claws are still intact. None of the scales seem to be damaged in any way, shape, or form. We used salt to preserve the meat for you. It's a great leg.
The caninium smiles and gives it a whiff and says, "All right, that's still pretty fresh. What are you looking to get for it?"
Do you have trinkets, fancies, anything? What do you have with you to trade?
He smiles and says, "I have everything to trade."
Do you have any clockwork trinkets?
Clockwork trinkets, and he digs through his bag for a bit. You see him throw some things off to the side. No, he doesn't mean that. He doesn't mean that. Yes. He goes over and picks up a small. He says, appropriately, it's a smaller dragon than what you would be trading for. And in front of you is a small zinc and bronze looking mechanical-esque dragon. It's not very complicated looking, but it's mechanical.
I like it. Do you have a box I could also purchase for it?
Wow. He looks through his stuff. I can give you this box. You don't have to purchase it. Though, if I may be so bold, this should ride on your shoulder and keep you safe.
Keep me safe, you say?
Mm-hmm.
May I inquire as to what this dragon does?
He smiles and says, of course, of course, of course. So, What it does, and he goes through this very complicated explanation, but basically the dragon attaches to your spine and sits on your shoulder. And while it is on your shoulder, you gain blind sense.
Oh,
But in a 10-foot bubble from you, basically.
this is wonderful. I shall absolutely make this trade.
He says, yeah, I've had this for a long time. I found it while adventuring years ago. I wasn't a big fan of things poking inside me, so it hasn't been used for quite some time.
Well, as you can see, many things poke inside of me as I kind of show my mechanical hand.
I don't know if it'll work for you, friend, but you can give it a try. He said, I don't know if it'll work for you, friend, but you can definitely give it a try.
Wonderful. Either way, even if it doesn't work for me, it's a cool trinket and I shall add it to my hoard. Here you go.
He takes a dragon leg and gives it a good sniff. Shaves off a couple pieces and you see him like taste it. Alright, what dragon, interesting. What happened to see its mother? Did you happen to see its mother flying around?
No. Although if I do, I shall ask her where her hoard is and steal it.
Be careful. You're in a den of dragons. There was an ancient beast that used to fly around here, and the dragons took a liking to it.
Fun. Thank you. Bye.
You take off, taking your golden sight work dragon with you.
I attempt to link it.
You do so. It isn't a tuned item,
Okay.
but you gain blind sense in 10 feet. So, jumping to the rest of you. What do you guys do? The black-
Can I go to the? Oh,
The black linen twin, Hector, is nowhere to be found currently.
okay.
Is it time? Is it time?
It is not time.
Oh.
Can I go to the same merchant?
Okay.
Like, can I? Like, was kind of creeping and watching what was going on.
Looks over to you and says, "How can I help you, young
I say,
entertainer?"
I have this feather, and I pull out the rock feather.
Ah, feather. Very fancy. You should put it in your quill. I hear it's quite macaroni.
Aha. Well, very funny. But this is no ordinary feather. It's
Oh,
the
no
feather
ordinary feather. Do tell.
Yeah, it's the feather of a rock, and it has many.
Rocks are made of stone, my friend, not feathers.
Brett is suppressing the anger.
This old
Potter
comedian,
is on the ground
this
rolling
old
in
comedian
laughter.
is just keeping his face as straight as possible, but you know he's doing this on purpose.
Yeah, alright. So, can I want to sing a song about the Battle of the Rock we had.
I would
See if you-
suggest you do not sing in camp, friend. It draws creatures.
I do a dramatic retelling.
You can totally do that.
Okay.
Make a performance.
So that's a nat 20. I'm not gonna
Wonderful.
bother.
Just 30 something. Great. Good job. So, as you perform your little heart out, retelling this story as an imaginative, great and epic battle, and you details and go on for quite some time. After some time, this old shopkeep seems pretty enamored with your story. And smiles, looks back at you and says, "That was fantastic. So you want me to buy this rock feather to go along with the story you just told me?"
That's correct. Yes.
Man, I can't say no now. Ugh. Ugh.
Ah.
Well, what do you want for it? Also, I'm stealing your story and telling it to other people.
That's fine. I'll make plenty more. What do you? I would also be willing to trade. Do you have any interesting trinkets that may interest an artiste like myself?
He smiles and says, "An artiste like yourself." Ah! Let me see. Let me go show him. What instruments do you know how to play?
That's a great question. Let's see, where did I put that? I know I wrote that down. Ah, here we go. So I know how to play lutes, drums, and hurdy-gurdies.
Lutes, drums, and hurdy-gurdies. I see you have a lute already.
I do.
He looks through his stuff. I'm sorry, friend. I don't have any musical instruments. But might I interest you in something shiny instead?
I do like shiny.
He pulls out a small, I'm going to put in quotations, it's actually pretty good sized, what looks to be aquamarine that is fused together with several other gemstones and is in the shape of what's the best way to describe this? Is in the shape of the elements of life. So,
Okay.
fire, water, fire, earth, light, dark, on top of this
Right.
aquamarine, right? So that there's also other gemstones embedded in it. And he said, this was once a gift meant for someone very important to me a long time ago. I think it is quite past the time where I should be mourning, and has been so for quite some time, but I've kept this with me for probably longer than you've been alive. Which is, what race are you again?
A half-elf.
Yeah, so, statement stands. And, because I'd be willing to part with it. But, you have to make me a promise that you will not sell it.
I promise I will never sell it.
Truly?
Truly.
Wonderful. Here you are.
What does it do?
You
Before
know-
I take it, I want to ask what it does.
It's very pretty.
It is pretty. I don't want to get cursed. I'm trying not to get cursed right now.
This merchant does not seem to be the beguiling sort. He might have been messing with you, but none of his items that he's had have been negative.
Alright, I'll do it.
So you trade the rock feather for this would-be necklace of the life cycle. That's what we're going to call it. Necklace of the life cycle.
Alright, I will write that down.
Or sorry, life elements.
Necklace of life elements.
Okay. It's a very pretty looking necklace at this point.
Alright, I'll put it on.
You do so, and nothing seems to happen immediately.
Alright. I'm good.
Alright, jumping over to Lawrence. After you've murdered someone via proxy, do you do anything else in town?
I'm quite poor, so
The noble is quite poor. Unfortunate.
yeah. I guess.
Excuse me.
Do they have any? Well, no. I guess I also moved to the shopkeep.
There are more than one shopkeep, but you have seen that your friends have walked away with there from quite a peppy step. And he greets you cordially and says, "Hello, fine sir. What can I interest you in today? What can I sell? What do you want to sell me? What do you want?" You smell of a lack of gold, though. I can tell that from a distance.
You wouldn't be wrong. Good sir, do you rent tools?
I was definitely not born yesterday. I do not rent anything in the wildlands. But What are you looking for? I might be able to scrounge something for you.
I'm currently looking for a spade.
Like a shovel?
Yes.
He looks over at the wall. There's one over there that no one will miss. It's of good quality.
He's a lawful good.
Yeah. Do you know who happens to own that shovel?
Truly?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna roll a percentile thing because if it rolls right, it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh no.
I rolled a He goes, there was a guard by the front wall. I believe it is his.
Oh. I don't think he'll miss it where he's going.
Oh, really? What happened to him? I didn't hear any attacks. He should be by the front wall, yes?
Unfortunately, he's passed.
What? He looks at you in bewilderment. Pat! That explains the dead body I've been smelling. Oh.
Yes. And that is why I'm looking to acquire a shovel.
Well, it would probably most fortuitous that you use his shovel.
Yes. Respectfully.
Respectfully. You could probably pay yourself by taking that shovel and keeping it with you.
I do so. I find a nice place, not too close to the, well, surrounded by wilderness, to prevent animals from smelling the corpse, and also to perform last rites. I'll dig a grave and bury him. And
so this is a feat of strength. Digging in the wildlands is not easy. Not only does the brush fight you as you try to dig into it, the dirt is hard and doesn't necessarily seem like it wants to move.
oh,
Again, a lot of the wildlife out here feels like it has a vibe of its own. You don't need to, as Hector was outside the camp doing something and sees you pulling a body and with a shovel, and who'd we kill?
it wasn't us. Unfortunately, Moxie isn't very kind. This poor soul needed some guidance, and instead,
She killed him,
he
right?
was given. Yes. Yes.
Sounds like Moxie.
Oh, I worry for the Empire.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Moxie's a smart lady, but she has quite a few siblings to contend with. Someone will take care of her eventually.
Well, when that happens, I won't oppose.
Hector smiles as he helps you dig your roll. Go ahead and make your strength check. What's your strength modifier? I have a +1.
Mine is also a +1. Has it been too long for me to still add that D3?
Yeah, that was a 10
I was gonna say
minute.
it's like a 10-minute thing.
But
But
I'm not inspired in
with
any way.
me there helping you, since we have the same modifier, you can gain advantage.
Okay. 7.
The dirt does not move, even with the two of us using everything we got. We're not necessarily weak people, but someone go get a bulldozer. This is some bull.
Well, hello. Did somebody call for a machine?
So, as you fiddle your way back into the camp, you'll notice that the forest itself seems to consume the body as you're walking away.
And so, I can speak with plants.
Mhm.
Does anyone want to talk to the plants? Is that a thing we want to do, or we just want to get out of here?
Well, let's go.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
I would warn you, about using Speak with Plants in the Wildlands because of
Okay.
how much is here. That would be like stepping into a concert at full volume because, you know,
Okay.
you're in a
I thought
very powerful living forest.
thought maybe it could be like a We Are Legion, but I'm speaking to the force of
No,
nature
no.
kind of thing.
Time out. It might be. I ain't saying that's how it's going to be. I'm just saying you as a character would be cautious of speaking to plants in a forest because sometimes forests are very loud.
Okay. All right, never mind. Let's just keep going.
But you can. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, as a character, you would know that that's a danger of using that spell in a forest. Sometimes forests are quiet and you can talk to plants directly. And you can always talk to plants directly, don't get me wrong. But it can be almost painful at times to use the spell. Not that it'll physically hurt you, but in character it is, again, stepping into a giant concert from it being completely silent.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, you guys wrap up for the day. You're asleep for the night. Have good rest because you're actually at a rest site. And then continue your week-long journey.
We tame Stinger again.
Okay, go ahead and roll your morning stinger check. I assume you have your friend Barry help you?
Yeah. So you give me a what for that help?
+3 total. So it's, but instead of your 2, you use his 3. So basically it's a +1.
Okay, and that's animal handling, so that's a wisdom. So it's a 12.
A 12 is a failure, but because you have animal friendship applied, it doesn't count as a failure.
All right, try again tomorrow.
Try again tomorrow. Okay, if there is a tomorrow. So, secretly, really quick, can you guys, the two of you, mute while I talk to Badger? I'll let the audience hear, but you guys need to be quiet. Give me a thumbs up when you're good to go.
Like mute you?
Mute me. You don't want to hear what I'm saying.
How do I do that?
You probably also want to mute Badger. So you go...
Right, click our names and then hit mute.
Yep.
Mute and mute. Okay, I shouldn't be able to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, cool. All right, so Spain. As
Yes.
we talk while we're on the top of the thing secretly without the two of them hearing us, you'll know that I was scouting for the princess's demise, and I watched what she did to that person and knew exactly what she was doing. She has a very powerful neurotoxin that she literally harvests from here. Which is probably one of the reasons why she's here in the Wildlands to start, is to restock or to gather more things. So, whatever we do, if we end up dealing with her, we cannot let her touch us, because it is almost always instantly death.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm immune to poisons.
I don't think you are, but okay.
Is that a thing of Warforged?
I mean, construct-wise, maybe. But I don't think for Warforged. You might be resistant.
Okay. I'll check that out. But
Okay.
Too easy. Are you planning on killing her on the road so we can steal all of her stuff in these 2 carriages?
So, maybe, but we're also looking for one of my other brothers that she's supposed to have an attachment to, because if you remember the spy notes, she has my brother, maybe, perhaps. And she knows the location of the other 2 siblings, so there's no harm in letting her come along as long as we're the ones to deal the final blows to the other siblings. Because we don't necessarily have to kill them, we just have to defeat them. Alright, I'm going to let the others back in.
Yep.
Alright, we're back.
That's one.
Yes.
Alrighty, so what was that all about?
It was a private conversation between our 2 characters. Which you guys would not be akin to, because we would do it in the dead of night without you. And besides, it builds a little suspense for you as players.
Now I don't hear Rook anymore.
La 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 la.
I don't hear anyone. What is up with that?
Oh, he's gone. He's
Ah.
back.
Are you back? Can you hear us?
La, la, la,
I
la.
can.
Okay, cool.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, you know, Discord be like that. Lawrence, can you say something just in case?
Yes, me?
No, Lawrence.
Oh. Lawrence, can you hear us?
Lawrence,
Like, we can't hear you.
You were not there.
Rubber baby bumpers.
There we
you
go. Okay, cool.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, so you guys continue on your journey. Let's see how far you make it before the first encounter of the. So you guys make it a couple days. So you go ahead and make at least one day O training for your scorpion again.
All right.
And then I shall roll my d6 d6.
That'll be a 19. 19.
That's a success. Good job. 2 of 3 acquired.
During the travel, I'd like to pray for the lost soul and also for the dwarf I pinged in the eye with the gold piece.
You do so. Who is your god? Have you figured that out?
He is Amun Nature, the keeper of the golden sun. Pretty much the sun god.
Gotcha. Okay. If your god could interact with you currently, he would be very happy with your life decisions. You're doing the right thing. Keep up being a ray of sunshine.
Try my best.
So as you continue to do your thing, you don't get any inspiration, but your blessing continues, though you know not what it is. Speaking of knowing not what it is, jumping down to the necklace wearer. Necklace wearer, you notice that your dark stone, which seems to be maybe an onyx or something of that nature, is a tad bit brighter than the rest of the stones.
Okay. Do I feel anything different?
Not currently.
All right, that's disconcerting. Possibly, perhaps.
Can I use my magic identification on it? My magic awareness to
Of
see if
course.
it's actually magical?
Uh-huh.
Is it magical?
It is magical.
It's magic.
It is.
Oh. I kind of assumed.
So it
To the
comes,
bard I say, whoa, 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 it's magic. You know.
so with that information, that also lets you tell what schools of magic it covers. Yes.
It says when I sense a spell, I learn what school of magic it belongs to. It does not say for magic.
No spell has been cast or done out of it yet. Just a little thing is a little bit glowy, but it's definitely magical.
Can I do an arcane check on it?
Of course.
22.
22. It's magic. You detect a small pigeon of necrotic damage, as if it is feeding off someone's life force.
You detect a necrotic pigeon.
Oh no.
But the other stones seem to have remnants of other magic in them as well.
Is it feeding on my life force?
Maybe. It's definitely. It is not an attuned item, which is important.
As I learn this, I look at Rhett concerned. This doesn't seem to be a very good object.
I'm concerned now if I try to take it off, something bad is going to happen.
You can do as you wish, friend.
If something bad happens when you take it off, it will probably be worse the longer you wear it. The best we can probably do is have you stand over there in the woods and take it off where you can't hurt the rest of us.
I look at you with my linen wraps and just like shake my head. We don't do that to friends. That's not nice.
I thought I was being helpful. I don't want to hurt the other people, and we'd want you to take as little damage as possible. I thought I was
I
being
see
a
where your
friend.
father. I see where your head's at. But pull it out of your own ass. Think about this for a minute. We don't just send our friends off to die by themselves.
Okay,
if you-
I'll stand next to him.
So, would you like to take the necklace off to see what it does?
Yeah.
You do so, removing it carefully. Nothing. The stone is still glowing somewhat.
You want what's in my bag?
Is it glowing less?
Nope, it doesn't seem to have glown any less.
I'll put it back on.
You do so! Nothing crazy happens yet.
Alright.
Let me do some rolls back here.
This is still concerning to
Okay.
Barry, so I'll cast Death Ward on Rhett.
As you cast Death Ward on your friend, the stone grows brighter. What kind of magic is Death Ward?
Oh, I'll pull it up real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. Death Ward is a 4th level cleric spell. If the wiki will respond, here we go. Abjuration.
Okay, so the stone itself, the amethyst, or sorry, not amethyst, the aquamarine background glows a tad brighter as the spell is cast on you.
I don't know if this is good. I don't know if this is a good thing.
So, you continue your journey. As you are traveling, you come across a herd of elk seemingly grazing, relaxing. You know these elks are about the equivalent of horses when it comes to drawing things. And you would also possibly look like Santa. And or you could get some of these yahoos who are riding on top of the carriage mounts. Mr. Talk to Animals.
Yeah, we should do that.
So you sneak up on there. Go ahead and make a stealth check as you sneak up to the herd. Do you take anyone with
Okay.
you, or you're doing the solo mission?
Is anyone? I think Provi would be the only one that's sneaky.
This is probably true. Profi will happily sneak up there with you. I'm real good at it too. That's a whopping 12 plus my stealth of 11, so 23. I'm a ghost. They never saw it coming. About the JoJo stands in front of them.
I'm. I rolled a 6, but I also have. Let me find it. Greater invisibility.
Okay. May I instead suggest that you roll an inspiration for yourself, like sing yourself a ditty, pull a cronk.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. Inspire yourself with a D10. You might pass.
Where's my D10? Where you at? Ooh, I added a 9, so 15.
15. That is a success. You beat their passive perception as you sneak up. Also, just so you know, Badger has to leave shortly, so he will be exiting the story quickly. So I'm gonna get past this elk silliness, and then we'll try to jump to him for a minute before he has to go. So, elk, we snuck up on him. What would you like us to do? Would you like us to try and capture multiple? Focus on one? What is your thought here, Bard Entertainer de Grasse?
Well, I have Speak with Animals and Animal Friendship.
Okay, you've used an animal friendship slot at least once to be friends with your handy-dandy scorpion. Would you like to burn another slot to affect at least one?
So I don't have to use one slot for one animal friendship because my loot does it.
Uh-huh.
So I'll burn 2 slots with Speak and another animal friendship.
Okay, you do so. Now, again, my question is, how many of these elk are you trying to befriend? There's a herd of about 9 of them.
How many would we need to pull the wagon and not have the scorpion do it?
1 total, but it would be the same speed. If you got 2, they'd be able to move much faster. So they would go back up to that 40-foot movement speed. So they would be slightly faster than walking.
How about we do 9 and we go really fast?
You gonna try and catch them all? You gonna Pokemon it up? There is only 2 of us at the moment, so you're expecting me to knock out 9 elk in 0.2 seconds?
not if I can charm the elk and
Okay.
make them come with us willingly.
That is still, if you're trying to charm each one of them, casting time on animal friendship is a minute, right? Or is it? Or is it
It's
infinite?
10 minutes.
Okay, so we gotta sneak around for 10
Oh.
minutes while you're casting a spell to get 1, guaranteed.
Actually, it's animal friendship is 24 hours.
Yes, yeah, it lasts for 24 hours on the creature you hit it with, right?
Oh yeah, it's a beast.
Yeah, so you can do it for 10 minutes at a time, but that we have to track down. You know what I mean?
Right.
We can succeed on 1 with our stealth rolls currently. If we've got to do it to 9 other people, it's gonna take all day.
Okay, let's just get 2. Let's
Okay,
do 2.
so you spend a good amount of time. So I'm gonna make another sneaky check to try and sneak up on another one and like hold it down, which is probably a terrible choice, but I'm gonna try. We're gonna assume with animal friendship you succeed in tying it up to the mounts and carriage and all that fun stuff. That's a 9 plus 11, which is a 20. I am the stealthy boy. I sneak up on this other elk, and am basically wrestling it because you can't animal friendship this one. So I gotta hold it down for 10 plus minutes.
Can I help once I see what you guys are doing?
I don't need no stinking help. 12 plus my strength of 1. Or not 1, but whatever. Plus 1. So 13 strength. Let me go to elk really quick and see what their strength is. And see if I just go riding off into the distance with an elk.
I was gonna say I'm right here too, so if you need help, I can also maybe try to come and grab it.
Okay, let's see what its counter roll is. We rolled the same. Me and the elk are just wrestling. You ever watch that anime where that principal like just sumo tosses the deer? That's what we're going through right now. Okay, it's a weird one. Anyway, we're locked in combat. I'm gonna keep rolling for the next couple minutes. I'm gonna lose eventually.
Can I just come help?
You can try, yeah, come help, but then you can't cast your spell because it's 10 minutes worth of casting.
Might I suggest you inspire him?
Oh, I will inspire you.
You, as you're doing the spell, you sing a ditty at the same time to inspire me. I'm gonna need it on that first roll. D10, right? Plus 7. Okay, so you saved me on the second roll. Thank you. I am going to attempt to tie this thing up with some of my rope from the adventures pack that I have. So it's a survival check. I didn't critically fail. Would have really liked the thing. Yeah, no. I pull out the rope and the elk just bucks.
Ugh. All right, well we got 1.
You got 1. We attempted to get the other, and I now have a taste for elk meat because I had to bite it to hold it still. Look, I'm telling you, Profi would have had to do everything humanly possible.
Could we like hook the elk and the scorpion up so we can still move faster?
Yeah, technically. I mean, they're both large creatures, so they take up a good amount of space, and they probably look really awkward together. But with the elk's extra horsepower, you guys could definitely speed up the travels. But then again, you now have committed both of them to the cart, and hopefully no more dragons come down and eat you. So, you do your stuff and things, hook up the elk. You now have 2 friends, which you can try to tame both of to turn into an actual mount eventually. And we head off on our way slightly faster than before. We're now the same speed as the other cart, so they don't have to wait on us or get a day's worth ahead, wait for us, build camp, and then us show up. So, jumping over to our handy-dandy Badger, because he's got like a minute left. Badger, in this travel time, is there anything special you are trying to do before you take off?
Not specifically.
Would you like to volunteer your character to go ahead with the scouting mission and catch up with the Drake Warden and make sure he is still alive?
Yes.
Okay. So he is pretty content with how the travels went, and he has decided he's going to take off on his own. So he goes off to where he believes the Drake Warden should be.
Yep. Okay, I gotta go, guys. Thanks for playing. It was great.
Farewell.
Adios.
Have fun. And then there were 3. Is that a cat you keep touching the picture with? You're blessing us with cat juice?
He seems to think it's the right time to ask for cuddles, and it's not.
That's fair. So, the 3 of us, plus the other cards and everyone else, continue our journey. But now there's only one person on the roof. Hector, guard extraordinaire, doing his job. Not sleeping on the job whatsoever.
I don't know if I believe that. I feel like you're trying to deceive me.
You can roll insight. You might hear the snoring. Who knows?
Okay, screw it. I'll roll an insight. I'm curious.
Can I roll one as well?
Sure, yeah. You guys are in the front of the crate. You're not inside of it, so.
I crit fail. What is with my rolls with you?
It is the Profi effect.
15.
15, yeah. You hear the snoring. As you look back there, you just see, like...
Fair enough. I'd want a nap after stabbing a dragon like that.
So, you guys also feel really relieved. Like, you probably don't realize it, but standing next to the monster that is the robot is consistently fear-inducing. Like, he literally has an aura of fear that he can't turn off. So, Profi's probably just exhausted from not, like, trying to jump off the wagon. He's been fighting those thoughts the entire time the meat man has been here. And he finally took off, and he just like, and I rest. And I sleep. Now, mind
I just
you,
thought it was dragon anxiety.
it could be that too, you know. Though, go ahead and both of you make a perception check really quick.
Oh,
Perception.
14.
Okay?
17.
The 17 has it. As you go to check in on the princess one of these times, you catch her snoring as well. She's out like a light, just same kind of just dunzo. She's tired of traveling or whatever, and she sounds identical to Hector.
All right. I'm picking it up. What you're putting down?
Just the exact same snore pattern, like just awkward. Like there's some below, some above, like crazy. Now, will you put the 2 and 2 together because you've critically failed? Maybe not, but you might be able to talk to your ally about, man, the princess snores like crazy, and he might put the line of, man, so does this up top.
All right, okay, so I'm gonna talk to Barry.
Okay,
I'm gonna be like,
I'm butting out of the roleplay here.
okay. Explain the bathhouse. I'm gonna explain the wrappings. I'm gonna explain the snoring. I'm gonna be like, he convinced me that he's Hector, but I'm not buying it. I don't know. I guess I am buying it. I'm convinced. I'm just talking like, this is weird.
It does seem weird. I was there for the bathhouse as well.
Oh yeah.
And I remember him from his childhood, but I don't know if I'd piece it together at this point. Would that be an insight?
Ooh, actually, make an intelligence check to see if you remember that. Also, your best friend is part of the royal family. This snoring thing might be a family thing.
All right.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna figure this out.
19.
Yeah,
19.
So you 100% recognize the snoring up top and like, man, that sounds just like... That's crazy. I ain't ever heard anyone outside the royal family snore like that when they just conk out. It's wild. This guy gotta be a bastard or something.
Oh.
Now, mind you, that is a possibility. There are plenty of royal bastards out there that are not recognized by the Imperium.
Can I? This may not be smart. Hang on. Can I try to charm Profi?
You 100% can. I'm not a half elf, so charms work just fine on me. Flattery
I'm
and
gonna-
money also work, but I might be a little more less susceptible to those.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on Profi.
How dare you? Go ahead.
All right. So let me take that spot. So let's see. What do I have to do anything?
Yes, you have to, or I might have to roll.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, of course,
Um,
the thing I'm really good at. Yours is a 16, right?
Correct.
I don't have anything that will save me from this whatsoever. Oh, by the way, as a side note, I meant to look this up. Hey, come back. What did you spell? You said speak with animals.
I have speak with animals, speak with plants, and speak with dead.
Okay, so speak with it. Well, I'm trying to figure out the spells you used. So,
Oh, an info gathering.
okay, so the light one, the pearl, lights up harder. And then what was the other spell we used? Animal friendship.
Animal friendship and speak with animals, I think.
There it is. Ooh, okay. And the stone one. So the garnet lights up, and it is quite a bit brighter because you have been using the animal friendship quite regularly.
Okay. Is that onyx one still lit up?
Yes, it seems to grow brighter every day you sleep with it.
I feel like we need to get all the stones lit up, and something will happen.
Only two colors left.
What are the colors?
So there's a red ruby, and a dark blue sapphire. So like the aquamarine covers all of it, and it's kind of that light, clear blue. This is very much a very dark blue and a very dark red. I
feel like
the garnet, and then the would be. I don't know if pearl is actually probably the right color. It's probably more of an opal. And then the other one's like an obsidian or something very dark stone.
I'm gonna have to go through my spells and see what seems red and blue.
Okay, so charm person, making my roll. Making my roll right now. That's a 12. Son of a... You've charmed me. Congratulations.
Yeah. Okay. So me and Barry sit down with Profi, and I just
Time
lay
out.
it out.
Someone's got to drive the cart, so only one of you can sit with me, or you have to like talk me over to where we're at, kind of thing.
Yeah, can we? Whatever gets the three of us together. I
Okay.
think, however that works.
Let's come out here. Let me do an interaction check to be like you guys stop for lunch or something, or if it's around the campfire. So I'm just gonna roll a d12 and see like what time of day it is. Oh, it could be noon. It could be midnight. It is.
Just wake him up from his.
It's lunchtime, so we've stopped on the trail to eat some food, or the princess has told us to stop and whatever. And we're sitting on the cart together, and you decide to go over and hey, and I go hey, not realizing that's how the charm works.
Okay, so the three of us, me and Lord Barry, sit down with Profi and lay it out. We're like, all right, what is your deal? Like, what are you trying to hide from everybody?
Okay, so I'm going to go to charm really quick and see what all information I have to tell you because it's not zone of truth.
No, so it is charmed.
Also, what level did you cast it at? Just out of curiosity.
First level.
Okay.
So the charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. Going up in slots only gets you more creatures.
So, charmed creature guard, friendly acquaintance. The spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. So, I'm going to say we're already friendly acquaintances. So using the spell wouldn't actually affect me at all, and I will let you recon that, because you as a character would know that.
Okay, then how about instead
Now, just as a like, let's see, command would be a better choice.
I also have dominate person.
I'm pretty sure that's pretty. That's a lot, but you could do it. Um, yeah, because you literally just like bend me to your will, just like I do whatever you want for the next minute.
Up to a minute, yep.
Yeah, you guys aren't attacking me, so you'd have a complete minute of like you puppeted me because I'm gonna say I already failed the save. So
Can I take a sidebar with Lord Barry and see if he's okay with that?
you could have done so beforehand. Yes.
Oh.
Like, I could bend his mind to my will.
Are you going to harm him?
It does not cause physical damage.
Are you going to apologize?
Sure.
I'm interested too, but it seems like forcing someone against their will isn't very nice.
It also does not say that the creature knows it happened.
Yeah, so, I mean, besides the fact that you are literally having a psychic link with me telling me what to do, I'm not, it doesn't erase the memory. It's literally, you're gonna Saruman me for at least a minute, and
yeah,
I cannot.
You would know.
Yeah, I'm gonna know. Because you're turning me into an unwilling or willing puppet.
I guess the question also would be, how much would he be mad about that?
You don't really know Hector that well. You know what I mean? He seems like a very good murderer. So, you've seen him stab out of a couple very big creatures by jumping on their back and riding them until they die. In the entire time you've known him, he's done that to 2 very big creatures that most people would not. You also know he can also just stab things and like make stab emotions and blood splurts everywhere. Because again, they're psionic knives. You don't necessarily have to see them.
Remember the dragon. While Rhett is suggesting this, Barry is. Well, might I suggest us trying to persuade him first?
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll hold off on the spells, but you can give it a shot. He already, like, straight up lied to my face, and I bought it, so...
Yeah.
You
can try it.
He's so honest, though. I can't get a read on him. It's more like what your character would say.
Yeah.
I have a gut feeling that there's something wrong, but I can't... He's telling me the truth. I can't see past his face. If I could look at his face, it might be better, but those raps, they throw me off.
Yeah.
Maybe if we both try together, we could be convincing.
We could. Is that a thing? Can we do that?
Yeah, of course. You guys can totally tag team and interrogate someone, especially if they're being friendly and they don't know they're being interrogated.
Help action persuasion. So, out of character, my question is, what is your persuasion bonus?
Me or your partner in crime there?
Red.
It's good. My persuasion is 8.
Mine is a 9. Okay. So do you want to help action me there?
So, because yours is lower than his is, you would give him a +2.
What if, here's an idea, what if we did good cop, bad cop? And you did your persuasion, and I'll do intimidation.
Oh, that sounds good. Story-wise, anyway.
As a character, I'm concerned. As a DM, go. You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay, so the 3 of us sit down together, and me and Lord Barry pull a good cop, bad cop.
So we're just out in the forest eating lunch, and suddenly you guys just like, fuck out of here! Right. Okay! So, who's starting? Who's doing what? What's the plan? Again, we're friendly. We're just having lunch together. Yeah, You'll notice that the wraps that I'm using, like, I
Um,
unpull them enough where I can shove food in my face, but I'm not necessarily exposing myself.
Dude, my
we
rolls against you, I don't understand it.
I'll good.
What'd you roll? What'd you try to do first?
I'll good cop.
Okay, but let's hear bad cop first because he did bad. I wanna hear what he tried.
So I rolled a 4. Um, but that gives me a 12.
Okay, well,
Uh,
my counter roll over here is a wisdom save because it's intimidation, which isn't
oh,
necessarily super
me
high.
first. Uh, okay,
I think he's lagging really hard.
okay.
I'm just waiting. I'll wait. Say what you need to say. I want to roll for this terrible intimidation to see how he's feeling after someone came off goofy.
You with us, Lord?
I rolled a 13, so your intimidation is kind of null and void.
Mm.
Okay, good cop. What you doing?
All right, I'm getting a little lag here, so hopefully it doesn't jump around.
I was gonna say your video's frozen. There it goes.
Oh, can you still hear me?
Yep. We can hear
Yeah.
you just fine. Your
All right.
video's just fine.
I approach casually and
My name is Hector.
I offer Hector a bit of my rations, like gesture it towards him.
Okay, you do so.
Um, Me and Rhett have this this terrible suspicion, and I'm sorry to bother you with this, that you are not who you claim you are, and I'm going to give you this opportunity to come clean, if that's the case.
So I'm gonna bust in and smack the rations out of his hand and be like, "I know you're not who you say you are. You better tell us what's going on."
So you roll 12, right? And it's not very convincing. You kind of feel bad about wasting food or something mid swing. You're like, ah, dang it. You still slap the food out of his hand though, and say what you say. And Hector Profi over here goes, you know, I wasn't super hungry already, but like that just seems wasteful. I would say the mice will eat it, but there's probably something way worse that's gonna eat it. So there's that. Feeding the werewolves or something out here, Fred. And as for your question, now did you make a persuasion roll?
Yes. It was a 10 plus 9, so 19.
Okay, a very good roll, especially because your boy got no wisdom. What is that? That is a 13. It's 2 13s. I rolled 13 for both y'all. So
Nice.
as you make your persuasion, and he slapped the food out of my hands, and I looked a little indignantly and make my statements. You've succeeded once for sure. And I go, now what brings you to that assumption, friends? And I stare at the bard. You can't see my eyes, but I'm definitely staring at you like friends.
So
Do you keep up the bad cop, good cop charade? For character.
all right, yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll be like, I know your voice changed in the bathhouse. I know your snoring is off. I saw you without your wraps. I know the mummy's not your brother. I just can't figure it out.
Go ahead, make your intimidation roll, just laying it all out there. Every mistake I've made so far.
Oh, nat 20! It's nat 20!
Okay. I think even with with my pluses, I can't beat a nat 20 from you, but I'm gonna roll it anyway. Nah, it's a 5. You got me on that one. So with your intimidation, I go, okay, so you said you've heard my voice change, and my voice changes as I say this. You've seen my face, and I kind of scratch at the thing, and the thing falls off. You've heard me snore. I don't know how that matters. I don't even remember snoring. I don't even remember my voice changing, but whatever. All right, cool. You caught me. I snore. I have a face, and I use a voice to hide my voice because I kill people. Don't necessarily want them to know what I sound like.
Alrighty, bring it home. Bring it home, Barry.
All right. Do I make an intelligence check to recognize him from
Sure.
the previous
So I'm gonna
like
I'm gonna say the Tulliuses, right? The Imperial family have very distinct bone structure. You know what I mean? I look very much like Moxie. We have the same colored eyes. We have the mostly same colored skin, same colored hair. All that pretty much matches. She's just a 40-year-old woman, and I'm a 30-something-year-old man, 20-something-year-old man. How old am I? How old am I? It's an important question. 27, so almost 30-year-old man. Someone's.
Would I
laughing
have
at me
ever
in the corner.
seen
You can't
any?
see her on camera, but she's definitely giggling at me.
Would I have ever seen any oil paintings or anything of Profi?
You knew Profi as a child.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Have you seen Profi recently though? Let's throw a percentile on that and see the last time you would have seen him, because faces change over time. If it's been a decade since we've hung out and
Yeah.
you've officially seen me in any kind of capacity, I could look just like your best friend from 10 years ago, because he's the same age as Moxie.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was looking for like an adult image somewhere.
You wouldn't need
Like,
it. You
say,
know
like
my brother.
All right. All right.
But go ahead and make a memory check to
right,
make sure you're
so-
not going senile. It's a low number.
Yeah. 15. That's intelligence, I'm assuming.
Yes. Yeah, it's intelligence check and
All right.
memory. Again, the person staring in front of you is your best friend 10 years ago.
Oh. So, all right. Now I do the persuasion, knowing that you're of royal blood, right?
Sure. And at this point, with the mask off, it's Profi knows. He knows you.
Ah. Okay. All right.
But go ahead and make
Alright.
your persuasion check. He might still wiggle his way out of here. In character, Profi don't give up until he's beat.
It's all right, friend, for you to reveal your identity. I have nothing but your best interests in mind. And that is a 18.
Whew. Whew. Profi drops his guard. You see him just like relax in like his posture that he's been in. Like he's been acting this entire time in front of you. He's a little bit shorter than he is. He isn't puffed up so much. The wraps kind of loosen a little bit. And he just takes his stuff off for a second and says, "You got me, friend. It's been driving me crazy not telling you and the goddamn hippo who the hell I am. Because you would know. Also, you know the hippo. That's my best friend. Been my best friend for a long time. Yada, yada, yada. He's not here because he's being a lame. But, whatever. Go fix your cart 6 days behind us or whatever. So, you found me out. Bard, you have somewhat of an idea of who I am because bone structure, but that's about it. The two of them seem to have some kind of, they know. You don't have any idea of what that is. Would you like to make some assessments? So that's
Is it like a
accusations.
happy?
Say what?
Is this a happy reunion? Like, are you guys happy to see each other?
I'm going to roll a d12 and see how I'm feeling about this, because I have been revealed. You've demasked me, and it's not something I would necessarily enjoy. Oh, yeah, I'm pissed you figured it out. I'm probably not even at you, just the fact that all these things happened and, my disguise has finally failed. After weeks of traveling with you, you guys just cornered me at lunch and said, "We know who you is." Over here, son of a bitch. The snoring gave it away. I was fine until I snored.
Okay, yeah. Can I mean, I would probably just lean over and ask Barry. I'd be like, "Who is that?"
I definitely know at this point, right?
No, because I have other siblings. Remember?
Oh, sorry, you cut out.
So no, not necessarily. You just know I'm one of what's his face's younger siblings. So 10 seconds while I pull up the thingamabob, and I'll read you off some possible names. And you would be the one actually saying this, so don't fret too much, eh? Let's see. Let's go to the desktop and go to the blank stuff, and
This is quite possibly insert name.
List of names.
list of names.
Insert list of names, and I would ask you to swear to secrecy.
Okay, so yeah, I guess Rhett would probably be a little bit surprised that this is a royal.
Yes, for sure. Sorry, looking for spy.
And he would probably begin with, "Hey, I'm sorry for banging your sister."
Yeah, me too.
Ew.
Yeah, for you. I'm sorry for you.
Oh.
Sorry,
I was
just
like,
clarify that one. We are royalty, but we ain't that kind of royalty.
A little bit muddled there.
Sorry.
That's in the the southern regions.
Oh man.
All right, boys. What did I do with this? No, it's here somewhere. All right, go back to desktop.
Like essentially, Barry, it's gonna come down to you figuring out which sibling this is. I don't know if he's gonna try to hide it though.
Could pretend to be one of the other siblings.
He
But
could.
what would that do though?
Yeah, I feel like posing as a target's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. I'm already making the group a target because, like, not as much as the main royal family, but I'm obviously noble and present that way. So, surprised I haven't been mugged already. But I've only got 4 gold on me, so they're probably just going to take my holy symbol. Yeah.
You're gonna be more poor than the bard.
I bought the carriage and the horses and all the feed for the horses and
He's been going ham. Okay, so I don't know what happened to my notes, but they are not on this computer for some reason. Which is a tad annoying, which means I have to pull up Discord on my phone. Give me a little bit longer. I apologize. So you guys role play and try and figure this out really quick.
It's. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to figure it out. I don't think I would have no means of knowing that.
You can always make history checks or things like that.
I can explain my family's history of serving beside the empire and my reasons for being familiar with the head royal family.
Lawrence, I just want to say I appreciate all your stuff in our chat, but man, it makes it really hard to find things.
I'm sorry.
So one of my personality traits is that I'm really good at diffusing tension. So I'll start playing a nice little soft melody while Profi gets mad and looks through his notes.
Sorry.
That's always nice.
Just picture Jeopardy music.
Well, I mean, you would normally play during a short rest anyway, right? Or is it a long rest?
Oh, I should be oh man, you know what we haven't been doing for any rests, which I should be doing, is Tales of the Traveler.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's where we added Lawrence and Zesty. There's the notes. There's
So
Spain. Let's
Tales of the Traveler, when we take a rest, if I have unused Bardic Inspiration, I could like play around the campfire and then hand the rest of them out before I recharge.
Yes, yeah. They're super cool.
That's nice. I took prayer healing in case we were doing a rest and needed a little bit of healing boost for future reference.
After the dragon, I definitely could have used it.
Let's just say it did happen during the. Yeah.
That 56 damage was scary.
Oh yeah. I'm glad I had that inspiration.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, and I had to play my character. He worships the sun god, so of course he brightens everything up. He hits things with light and fire. He cures people. He guards and wards people. He's only got one spell that's not evocation or abjuration, and it's a necromancy spell, the revivify. Yeah, my guy just cheeses. I don't have any of those flavor spells. I wish I would have took some, but yes.
I'm trying to find my god because I know I picked one.
All right, gents. I'm thoroughly annoyed that I can't find this. It's really pissing me off. I'm sorry.
You're good.
That's fine.
We can edit this out, right?
No, it'll be in here so people can see how dumb I am. It'll be fine.
Let's fill the time with roleplay, possibly. Yeah.
So, we could just say it could be one of insert list.
Yeah, exactly. But I've sent it to you guys. I know it's in here somewhere. But yeah, it should have been by the map. In all honesty, in our chat, because I sent them within a day of each other or whatever. I wonder if it's in. All right, one more place to check. Okay, it's not here. Let's just
It's not in the vegetable server.
Okay.
You checked the Royalist campaign chat already?
Yeah, I didn't see it though. It should be a PDF. It should be something along like spy notes or imperial notes or something.
Yeah, I remember when you sent that way back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it.
That's so weird. I wonder if it got like permanently deleted. Maybe I deleted something on my computer. Anyway, doesn't matter. End of the day, I'll find it eventually. But for now, I cry about it. Hey. So anyway, it's one of at the end of the list. How many people? So again, you guessing age frame wise, it could be one of 4 younger brothers.
Can we just ask? Like, I'm just gonna ask Profi, who are you?
Who am I? How honest am I feeling? Somewhat honest. I am Atulius. I am of the royal blood. That is my sister in there eating with her guardsmen. And I would prefer it be kept under wraps for now. I can't tell you what I'm doing here with her, but I need to keep my disguise at least for a while longer.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Now, as a noble, this is something you would know. And Bard, if you roll a knowledge check, you might also know this. But you may have overheard Moxie talking about if she defeats her siblings, she becomes the Empress. That's the game they're playing right now. This is the chest, yada, yada, yada. Which is why it's so imperative that she find your best friend, because he'll obviously surrender to her easily. You know what I mean? It's something that she's been doing their whole life. She'll snap her fingers and he'll give up. And you know that's true. You 100% believe that he'll give up instantaneously. Um, so,
So okay, I want to ask Profi what his what are you doing? Like, why are you here?
I'm here to win. She has information I need, and she has a position for me to claim. Whether she gives it up kindly or violently is on her.
If you would oppose her, I would join you. I wouldn't like the future of the Empire to be her vision at all.
Yes, but you would prefer it to be my brother's, am I correct?
Mm.
We don't know who you are.
Well, he knows who I know. Yes. For now, yes.
And what if she's killed him already? Taken his seat, left him to be bones in the forest? What would you do
Then
then?
I am to defend the next best with the Empire in mind and its people.
Are you sure that's me? You don't even know who I am. I can tell by the look on your face.
Mm.
Do an intelligence.
Yeah.
Do an intelligence check. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, because you know I'm one of 4 people, you can 100% make intelligence checks until you were like, that. I know it. That's the mannerism. I remember. There's one thing
Yeah.
about Profi that would give him away instantaneously, but I haven't done it yet, so.
Well, I rolled a nat 1.
Okay. You have no clue. They're all a blur. You just remember children running around the palace. It was one of the boys.
All right.
Hmm.
I'm gonna ask him. What are his thoughts on the common man?
The common man?
Yeah, like commoners, the little people.
I mean, they're people. What do you? They're supposed to be defended and upkept and taxed, and we're supposed to do what we can to improve their lives when we can.
Okay, you're my guy. I'll betray
Yeah.
the princess.
Indeed.
He could be lying on his ass right now. You sure about that? But okay.
Well, can I make an insight check
Of
right
course.
now? Not good. 10.
You don't think he's lying?
All right. Insight is what we're doing right now. How's
Wisdom.
a 19 grab you?
You don't think he's
Ooh.
lying?
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. I have no loyalty to the princess. The only reason I'm with her is to rub shoulders with royalty. But if I can rub shoulders with a royal assassinating royals, whoa.
That's like every man's dream. Just watch the nobility take care of themselves.
Yeah, and if you're serious about upholding the rights of the common man, then I'm your guy.
Okay. Again, this statement seemed to be true feelings at that moment.
What a story that would be to tell. All right.
Cool.
You have my loyalty, and if you wish to remain secret, I'll keep your secret.
Okay, I will inform my traveling companions that you are in on the gig. I still have to inform the hippo without him giving it away. Unfortunately, he is a dumb brute that doesn't know how to contain his excitement. As much as I appreciate the man, he will betray me accidentally, and then maybe on purpose if he's feeling bad enough. I don't know. I haven't been around him for the last 5 years. I don't know what she's done to him. He seems to be her lapdog, and I'm a tad concerned.
Could be troublesome.
So, we have a few minutes left in the stream, about 10. What would you guys like to do from here? We still have like 6 days worth of traveling. Would you like to try and complete the travel?
Could we just finish the night and then at least start the next day and then do our taming?
Sure. Start your timing.
Okay.
And I will roll your D whatever, because again, at this point, you guys could make it to the end. You're close enough. Just kidding. I have to roll in the 90s for you guys to make it there without any problems.
Plus your 3. So a 15?
Success!
Yay!
Now, was that for the handy dandy scorpion or your new elk?
We'll say the scorpion and we'll do another one for the elk.
Okay, so you can only do one a day. So the scorpion's done.
Oh.
Now you just have the elk.
Okay, that's fine.
Ooh, that was actually a really good roll. All right, so you guys make it. Sorry, doing math here. 6 days in your last 7 of travel here. And then something happens. What will it be? You haven't had a single weather effect while we've been traveling, so I'm really hoping for a weather effect. Asking you shall not receive. So, as you guys are traveling along, you come into an open, meadowy area, and it looks like the road itself has been flooded. But sitting not too far away, overlooking a nearby waterfall, you see a beautiful horse with a horn on its head. It seems to be majestically looking over the waterfall. There is life and health everywhere.
Okay. So that's a unicorn for sure.
You're like, yeah, from that description as players, you could probably figure that one out.
Yeah.
Could I make a nature check?
Sure. Confirm it.
That's a 18.
An 18. That is a wraith.
A wraith?
Okay.
But it looks to
Oh.
be taking the form of a unicorn gallantly standing over this thing. So maybe it isn't a bad one? You don't know, but it's definitely wispy and ghosty. And you know for a fact that most unicorns do not wisp by the wind.
Can I make some kind of check to determine whether or not are wraiths intelligent? Like, can you speak to wraiths?
Yes?
Okay.
They're just spirits. Vengeful spirits is generally the term for wraiths. But vengeful spirits don't necessarily always have to be humanoid.
So it's the vengeful spirit of a unicorn?
Possibly. This may or may not be another character from the past of another campaign.
Oh. Okay. I don't know if I want to mess with it. Like,
Yeah.
Can I do an insight check to... No, because we haven't interacted with it yet.
Correct.
I was going to try to determine...
Also, it's up a small waterfall that you'll have to climb to get within, like, speaking distance.
Okay.
Also, would you guys all roll perception checks?
Sure.
That's trash here for me. Prophy says nothing.
It is a 22.
Much better.
20.
So the both of you notice on the back of this wraithful unicorn a monkey with weird wings.
What?
This is...
Also looking to be some kind of wraithy looking creature.
Can I do a history check to see if there's any lore that I would have, like, seen?
Sure.
12.
12. You remember unicorns and monkeys in a story, but it isn't really coming to you. Bard, this might be your expertise.
I don't know, like a history check?
That would work.
I don't know if investigation would do anything.
Either way, you
Probably
have about 30 seconds before I have to start doing plugs and wrapping up the video.
let's leave it on a cliffhanger. Let's just leave it there.
Make your roll. Make your roll. Make your roll.
Okay. I will do history. It was not gonna. It's not gonna be good. It's like a 5.
Okay, so you guys have no idea. Since you pointed out the monkey to me, oh man, we have no. I rolled a 2, so the three of us have to hope for our other companions to show up and be like, "Aha! I remember that story."
What is that thing?
What? I don't remember race and monkeys and unicorns. So, I will tell you, just as players, that they are a previous something from a previous campaign that only a couple people are going to really enjoy, but you guys might enjoy them as well. So, this is where we're going to cut it off. So we're going to start with the promo code. Woo! Thank you for sitting through all the silliness tonight. Obviously, you two, thank you so much for doing the stuff. I hope you guys have fun. We'll do our after action review shortly. But for the viewers on there, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed while we're doing stuff. For the code, it is Pumpkin 907. So PUMPKIN, all one word, and then 907, all connected together. That'll get you 10% off at all the stores. That's the code for the month for all of our digital media stuff. So if you listen to the podcast on Friday and I said free class, that one's no longer valid. Get a new one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching us tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And with Adventure in mind, have a wonderful time.